on Zelda Road in the daylight near the Montgomery Academy with two clown cars full of thugs shooting at each other with kids waiting for buses and stuff like that. That's the kind of crap that kills a city. And right now, as far as the city's concerned, it never happened. It hasn't been listed as a crime because nobody got shot. Well, I don't know. But that game playing, you're fooling nobody. You do understand that, I hope, Mr. Mayor. You're fooling nobody. Nobody believes you. And you haven't been particularly impressive in your first and a half term. All right, that's all I have. Jessie Lynn is going to join us. She was so much fun when she was here last week, helping us out when you were out. And I want you to meet her. Mm-hmm. And she's really cool.
I want to, too.
And maybe she could interest Remy in horses.
Remy has taken lessons before, and she loves horses.
Oh.
Yes, and I've gone riding with Cowgirl. I love horses, too.
Oh, I didn't know that. Cowgirl never invited me for a ride.
She didn't invite me either. I reached out and said, I want to do something physically and mentally challenging for myself this year, and I haven't ridden horseback for many years, so can I come over? And she said, yeah.
I think I have to come to terms with the fact that most of the women that listen to this radio station are afraid of me. I don't know why. I don't know what I did. If I told one too many lame-ass stories. Speaking of lame-ass stories, I'll bet they were flying in the Clinton deposition today.
Oh, gosh.
Didn't she try to turn the whole thing?
Not televised.
Yeah, too bad. There she is, defiant. The murderer, Hillary Clinton. She says she knew nothing about Jeffrey Epstein's crimes.
Sure.
Yet, Ghislaine Maxwell was at Chelsea's wedding in a very prominent picture. It wasn't like she snuck in.
Yeah. And it's not like just anybody is invited to your child's wedding.
Oh, and they have photo leaks of Shrillery. But so far, in terms of information, here's a story that I wasn't sure about. I heard about it. In fact, it was, I think the movie may have told me about it. Ilhan Omar's guest was arrested during the State of the Union. Her guest at the address was Aliyah Rahman, a woman who was arrested for impeding ICE agents.
Lovely.
She was injured while being arrested, and she's been going around playing the victim ever since. Despite the media's attempts to play up her, quote, hardship, ICE has the receipts.
Mm-hmm.
As shown in our video, Aliyah Rahman clearly had enough room to move herself and her vehicle out of the way. Officers even walked away from her vehicle, thinking she was going to leave the scene. Instead, she remained. Just like the other martyr, Rebecca Good, with kids and ICE in the middle of an operation and choosing to interfere and paying the ultimate price for that. But we're supposed to put all of our attention on her, defund ICE, get them off the streets, and let the bad guys that they're out there to catch run loose. Mm-hmm. This is what Democrats want. I saw a headline, I didn't read the entire article, but a GOP strategist said the Democrats handed Donald Trump a $1 billion check with their behavior at the State of the Union because they refuse to stand for anything.
For Americans.
Yeah. Real victims, real heroes. Best moment of the State of the Union, by the way, was when he awarded the Congressional Medal of Honor to the 100-year-old man. How could you watch that and not have tears welling up in your eyeballs? Yeah, there's still a few patriots around. And I hope, see, the thing is, you can never count on Republicans to exploit an opportunity. Oh, we have another big shot resigning over Epstein ties.
Who is it?
The World Economic Foundation president, Borja Brende.
I saw that.
Wow. Nude photos, videotapes, sex slave manuals. Epstein rushed evidence into secret storage unit before the raid.
Oh, gosh.
They're falling like flies. How about Bill Gates?
Having to admit affairs. Embarrassing.
With Russian women.
I mean, just don't be married.
Well,
make sure it's consensual.
You can be smart enough to become a billionaire, but you can also be, if you're using the wrong brain, You can get into all kinds of trouble for a lot less money. At 3:20, let me encourage guys who are, say I did the bike ride today. I wasn't really, but I had enough in the tank to do it. And that's the thing. Sometimes, though, you want to be active, you want to lose weight, whatever it is your goal happens to be. And when you need that reservoir of extra energy, it's just not there. And you end up doing nothing. That makes you feel bad mentally. And that sort of compounds on itself. And after a while, you get depressed. It could be so easily fixed. It could be nothing more than a low testosterone issue. And Montgomery Men's Health, a board-certified urologist, and a great team of people are there to turn that around. It starts with a $99 test. Here's the good news. If your number is low, as mine was, below the average range, it can be adjusted into normal territory very quickly. And they can do that right there at the clinic. If you're dealing with issues like ED and PE, there are solutions that don't involve pills. Pills work for some, and sometimes they work occasionally, and for some, they don't work at all. But there are a plethora of options above and beyond those. But they're not going to knock on your door and tell you about them. You've got to make the call, get the test, and talk about the situation so you can feel like you're living. That's the whole point. It's not just about your love life. It's about being alive and feeling great and getting through the day with some energy to spare. The number to call is 334-440-3663, 334-440-3663, or visit them online at montgomerymenshealth.com. As I said, an incredible team of people over there. All right, we're going to check in with our traffic maestro in a moment. I did want to check into the market. Looks like the Dow was up a little bit today, almost at 49,500. It's recovered that big hit it took last Friday, which is good news. And Brant McDonald will be joining us at 5:15. He's from Invista Advisors. There's another group you might want to consider spending some time with. A no-pressure evaluation of your financial future and discussion on ways where you can build a better one. No pressure. Everybody that's a client at Invista Advisors is there because they want to be, and not because they were browbeaten into saying yes. They just don't roll that way. 3870094. Here he is, the music master and traffic guy.
Well, raining, and we have a couple of accidents. First, I-65 southbound. This is going to be right near Fairview Avenue. We had a car spin out, hit the center divider. Left lane is blocked. Right lane only traffic there. I-85 southbound, just past Forest Avenue, right near the Hall Street overpass. We've got a couple of vehicles off on the right side of the roadway there. Watch out for those folks. Raining, nasty out there. Keep it here. We'll update you if any other accidents happen. Come by Thompson Tractor in Montgomery and check out their incredible selection of used equipment at their used equipment sales center. Close to home and a great choice for quality pre-owned machines. Buckle up. Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
Welcome to Eclectic Coins, Montgomery's largest coin dealer, specializing in buying and selling investment-grade gold and silver coins. And they have a large selection of rare coins and coins from around the world. Visit them at 543 Northeastern Boulevard or on the web at eclecticcoins.com. Eclectic Coins, where collectors who know go.
When something goes wrong with your home's plumbing, it can throw off the whole house. Luke Wire has taken care of plumbing needs for River Region families for decades, with their trusted technicians and 24/7 emergency services. From clogged drains to broken pipes and water heater issues, Luke Wire is there when your family needs them most. Get back to normal, fast. Whatever you require, call Luke Wire. AL license number 22154.
Attention Montgomery business owners. Want more customers without guessing how to reach them? Blue Water Broadcasting isn't just radio. We're your full-service digital marketing partner. From smart social media campaigns to targeted display ads to SEO that actually works. We help your business get seen by the right people at the right time. Whether you're a local shop, a growing brand, or an established company, our team can build a custom strategy that drives real results on air and online. Ready to grow? Call Blue Water Broadcasting today or visit bluewaterbroadcasting.com. Blue Water Broadcasting, your audience is waiting.
Live, local talk. The River Region's most trusted voice for news and opinion. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
was riding on a train to Austin, Texas. Oh, when a very lovely lady sat next to me. When she got up to eat, she asked if I would hold her sight. I was more than happy to, and now there's more I'd like to do. I wanna kiss her, but she won't let me. I wanna whisper sweet nothings in her ear. I wanna hold her behind closed doors and more. I wanna kiss her, but she won't let me. When she returned, she said she was an actress. She showed me an album of pictures of her opening, which she'd been sitting on. She seemed as sweet as she could be, but I could clearly see she was the kind of girl who stole men's hearts, then wrecked them. I wanna kiss her, but she won't let me. I wanna whisper sweet nothings in her ear. I wanna hold her behind closed doors and more. I wanna kiss her, but she won't let me. Well, I'll never forget that train ride down to Austin. We shared a seat and we shared our tales. But as my heart tries to leave her behind, regrets are all I find. 'Cause I'd hoped I'd get that girl in the end. I wanna kiss her, but she won't let me. I wanna whisper sweet nothings in her ear. I wanna hold her behind closed doors and more. I wanna kiss her, but I wanna kiss her, but I wanna kiss her, but she won't let me.
Yeah, we're a news talk radio station, but the difference between us and Fox News is that you'll get a great song like I Want to Kiss Her, But She Won't Let Me. That's what we do here. And welcome, Jessie Lynn.
Hi, how are you today?
Are we going to be able to put a camera on Jessie?
It's on. It's coming up.
Is it coming on? Do I need to scoot this direction?
Yes.
Okay.
Slightly.
Fabulous. Right
Yep.
there?
That's good.
Yay. Hi.
Look, what radio host in America is not green with envy? At me. If we could get the movie Maven here in the middle seat, we'd have a trifecta.
You would. You'd have the.
I'd work all day.
You'd work the winning lottery.
Yeah, yeah. How's your grandma?
She is doing well. Sunday was not the greatest day. Actually, we didn't have such great news on Sunday, and it was a very big emotional roller coaster day. But thanks to the good Lord above, He has seen it fit to keep her moving up and up and up. And word is she may get to go home in a few days, but we still got to stay on the up and up there. So.
Well, we'll keep praying for that.
Thank you. I appreciate
I've been
it.
doing a lot of praying for people's health.
Yes.
Imagine that, me, at my age, being the guy that's trying to keep everybody healthy.
Hey, that's what you got to do, Craig. That's why you pedal, and you pedal for a cause.
Yeah. We got all, I've got the crap pile out.
I know. That's what we've got to do today.
The crap.
Oh, and look, I'll just grab this call.
It's probably nothing. Go for it, though.
Well, it could be fun.
Could be fun. You never know.
Hi, who's this?
See?
See?
Whenever it's that line.
Who's this? Anybody?
No.
No, it was a crap call.
It's that.
We'd love to hear from some real people at 334-272-9228 on whatever topic. Here we go again with Jack Smith. How about this? Kash Patel and Susie Wiles from Trump's team in the White House had their phone records passed to Jack Smith for what? That guy belongs in jail. He abused his power. And I think that's just the tip of the iceberg that's going to come out of the Biden administration.
Absolutely.
They were just, and this is why they're always screaming about Trump being a fascist. Because they're the fascists. They've already got that job. They're doing all the things that fascists do.
Yes, they are. What they accuse him of, they've already done or plan to do.
Exactly.
Every time.
They tell you right up front what's going to happen.
You know how
What's
they got
going.
us well in rehab? Because we were all there. Nobody, when I first got to rehab, and I spent 6 weeks at the JFK Center in Palm Beach, nobody that gets to rehab is there on their own accord. It's always somebody else.
Absolutely.
If my wife or significant other would just blank, if my boss wouldn't be such a blank,
Right.
Add in, fill in, however.
and they teach you that old theory that, you point at this circle of people who have put you in rehab. You're there because of them. But then they point out, well, you have the one thing. What's the one common denominator in this circle of abusers you're talking about? It's the one thing they all have in common. It's you. Mm-hmm. And the old, for every finger you point, there are 3 pointing back at you.
That's right.
So,
That is right.
and that's how they start breaking it down for you, so you get to understand that hey, maybe there's something to this. Maybe my thinking is misguided. Mm-hmm. I wrote this is years ago, because there's always curiosity. Yeah, like there are people that would love to go to rehab, and sometimes they can't because they don't have the resources. I don't know if there's any public rehabs.
I don't know.
They used to have them in Broward County. I suppose they still do, but they were always packed. But people that need it, they always want to know what happens in there. They give you a shot. Do they do some kind of weird surgery that turns off the addiction button?
No, they train your mind.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the first thing they do is get you clean, and detoxed the right way, which could be anywhere from a 3 to 5 day period. Then almost universally, everybody that goes into rehab is a smoker. So you're feeling great, and now you're ready to quit smoking, and they tell you, don't quit smoking.
Right.
You're just getting started here. I mean, if you can and do it successfully, fine, but you're going to be going through a lot here, so keep that as your safety valve. And then the breakdown process starts.
And
The
it is
humbling.
a breakdown.
And really, even in 6 weeks, they're just getting started.
Yeah.
That's why there's such a high rate of relapse. Even after people who have really worked their rehab, they're just, it's tough.
Yeah.
So I wrote a 3-part series on how I got there, what happened in there, and what happened afterwards.
There you go.
Most nervous day of my life as an adult was the day after 42 days.
That you left.
Yeah. I had not been in the real world. We went on outings and stuff. Like every Wednesday after we'd have our early afternoon therapy, we'd go to the beach. And why are we going to the beach? What kind of miracles
The
are
sun
good?
is good for you.
There's that. They said, actually, we're doing this for one reason. We want you to know that you can go to the beach and have a good time and not get knocked on your ass wasted.
Yep.
You need to learn that you can do these things and have a good time without chemical help.
True.
This is true.
So while it seemed frivolous, it really did have a point. But when I went into rehab, I knew everybody was going to be watching me. And so I literally, in every spirit, I stuck to it. Imagine this. I had one Diet Coke the whole time I was in there for 6 weeks. Just
Wow.
one.
Wow.
I ate healthy food. I lost 40 pounds. When I went in, I was bloated and pasty white. When I came out, I was George Michael, except straight. And
I like it.
I had so much fun in the days, because most people hadn't seen me for a month and a half, watching their faces react to me. I knew nobody would believe me unless I came back looking different. Not that that's just that can be just a mask.
Yeah.
There's
I
a
knew
mind-body connection.
So, and I knew who the doubters were, and so the only counter I had was, and no, before let anybody see me, my 12-step sponsor and I went out and I bought, can you imagine this with me here sitting here in my fancy sweatshirt and sweatpants? I went out and bought like $500 worth of clothes. Cool clothes.
There you go.
The kind of stuff you wear when you feel good about yourself and your health.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it was, that getting out may have been the most nervous day, but the most fun I think I ever had was just watching people react to this change.
It's amazing when you better yourself and then the reaction that people give you, like, what is this?
Well, that's the most important lesson in life. Some get caught up in the process of trying to change other people. The concept in sobriety is the serenity prayer. Help me accept the things I cannot change. That's basically all people, places, and things.
Yep.
You can't change them. You can put mighty efforts into it, you're not going to do it. What can you change? Yourself.
That's right.
And when you really work on that, you're amazed at how the world around you changes. The way people suddenly respect you,
Yes.
take you seriously.
Yes.
Does anybody want to hear any more about this? I didn't mean to get off in this whole.
This is
I
great.
always like this.
This is real life conversation. This is what it takes for folks to get through, a day. Because sometimes people are fighting battles that you don't even know. People won't even realize. Be walking by somebody that, they could be having the worst thoughts possible. And just a smile or even just saying hey to somebody makes their day. And you just never know what folks are going through.
My station did me a great favor. I got paid while I was in there. But I got out on a Thursday, the 42nd day, and the station expected me back on the air the next day. And I said, I can't do it. I need
the
you
time.
have no idea how weird this is for me.
Yeah, you need to transition.
Let me come back Monday.
Yeah.
And they didn't understand that. I tried to share the journey with them as it was going on. So they were a little bit peeved. But when I was back the following Monday, every TV station in town was there. Because I announced on my show I was going. So when I went to rehab, that was a big news story. When I got back out, and I'm there and I'm looking amazing.
Heck yeah.
And then you think, what's the first thing you say? And it was simple. God, it's great to be back. And as well as I had done, my ratings actually went up by about 25%
Wow.
from that point forward. Because another thing, I remember I had this counselor named Gus. And there may be people who think this way, which is why I'm sharing this. And he says, you got to get over all this star BS. He says, that's not you. We're here to work on you. Forget that. That's all fake. So he was a great example. He had his own story of recovery. He looked great. He was a great example, great mentor. And I stayed in touch with him over the years. He had lost you hear stories both in terms of booze and drugs, what people lost. Like one guy telling his story said, I had a car, I loved it, was an old Cadillac, but he kept it up.
Yeah.
And he said, I traded it for an ounce of Coke.
Oh,
And then he
my
started to cry.
gosh.
Because he's sober now and he realized how much that car meant to him and he's never going to get it back.
Never gonna get it back.
But he says, I'm glad to be alive.
There you go.
Stuff like that. Anyway, enough of this. It's
It's supposed to be happy hour. This is happy hour, though, because you know why? You're here. And you're having happy hour, and we're having kumbaya time. This is great.
There are still people that don't believe I'm here, that I'm still on the radio, that I'm not dead. Far from it.
Far from it. And still looking dapper as ever.
And yeah, in my sweatshirt and sweatpants. So I have this to say to those doubters. I'm so articulate. All right, we've got to take our bottom of the hour break here. We're going to start with the traffic update. Sky's got some local news. Pamela Dubuque, Jesse Lynn hanging
all
out with us this
here.
afternoon.
We're all here.
It's awesome, is what it is. 340.
Well, we still have a couple of vehicles off on the right side of the roadway. I-85 southbound just past Forest Avenue. I-65, the accident near Fairview is clear, but we have a new one. I-65 southbound mile marker 151 near Lita-Hatchie. Car and an 18-wheeler in an accident there. A little bit of slow traffic. Around Montgomery, busy and building. Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka reporting light to moderate traffic. No issues there. The lowest tax rates in Alabama are at McKenna Nissan. Plus, they've got up to 0.9% financing on 2026 Pathfinders. It's worth the drive, and they need your trade-in. McKenna Nissan, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
News is brought to you by Budget Floors and More, your new best friend.
From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, these are today's top stories. Jackson Hospital has filed a lawsuit seeking a judgment of $1.4 million against Blue Cross Blue Shield of Alabama. The hospital claims Blue Cross withheld the funds following Jackson Hospital's Chapter 11 bankruptcy filing last year. Jackson Hospital claims Blue Cross took the funds without court authorization despite Chapter 11 protection. A Montgomery man has been sentenced on multiple charges connected to a deadly shooting last year. 20-year-old Rodriguez Javon Humphrey was sentenced to 40 years in federal prison on firearm and drug charges on Wednesday. Humphrey is still facing a capital murder charge for the shooting death of a 24-year-old man at a Zelda Road gas station last January. Funeral arrangements have been announced for longtime Montgomery police officer Corporal David Hathcock. The funeral will be held Monday at Church of the Highlands on Taylor Road. Hathcock honorably served the Montgomery Police Department for more than 20 years. Mayor Reed has ordered city flags to be lowered to half staff in Corporal Hathcock's honor. From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, I'm Sky Mosley.
Budget Floors and More has the best prices. Carpet as low as 69 cents per square foot. LVP starting at $1.29 a square foot. Sheet vinyl as low as 65 cents per square foot. And the lowest prices on flooring installation supplies. Budget Floors and More across from Del Rey to Publix.
Hi, I'm Carl Schmidt, naturopath and owner of the Herb Shop Wellness Center at 8161 Vaughan Road. You know, with over 30 years experience in natural wellness, I've seen countless health fads come and go. A few years ago, we added a patented technology that actually activates your stem cells. It reverses the aging process at the cellular level. However, you do need proper hydration and targeted nutrition. At the Herb Shop, our advanced scanning and testing technology allows us to accurately assess your nutritional needs and get a customized plan for you. Come in today and see what the Herb Shop can do for you.
2026 marks 60 years that hope has had a home in Alabama. At the Alabama Sheriff's Youth Ranches, children who've lost everything through no fault of their own have found something priceless. A safe place to live, a loving Christian family, and the chance to simply be kids again. Here, boys and girls grow up surrounded by care, guidance, and faith, learning right from wrong, learning responsibility, learning they are valued and that their lives have purpose. As the Alabama Sheriffs have believed for 6 decades, it's easier to build boys and girls than to repair men and women. These former ranchers are now teachers, parents, business owners, and leaders, living proof that love, structure, and faith can change a life forever. As the Alabama Sheriff's Youth Ranches celebrate 60 years of serving Alabama's children, you can help ensure the next child has the same chance. Learn how you can make a difference at alabamasheriffsyouthranches.org. 60 years of building lives, and we're just getting started. Feeling the pinch on your food budget? You're not alone, but saving is easy every day at Food Outlet in Montgomery, Prattville, and Millbrook. From fresh fruits and veggies to quality meats, you'll find what your family needs at prices that make sense. Food Outlet is priced at cost plus just 10%. Listen to these specials good through March the 3rd. Lean and meaty country-style pork ribs, $1.97 a pound. A 10-pound bag of chicken Lake Quarters, only $5.50. Take home 2 Tony's pizzas for $6. Family size General Mills cereals, $3.97 a box. A 5-pound bag of chicken wings, only $8.95. Get a 2-pack of Boston butt pork roast, $1.67 a pound. And 24-pack cans of Coke products, $10.79 each. Food Outlet is locally owned, so when you shop here, more of your money stays right in our community. Open 7 days a week, 7 till 9. The Millbrook store till 10 on Fridays and Saturdays. Check us out on Facebook. That's Food Outlet in Eastbrook Shopping Center, Montgomery. In Prattville at 720 East Main Street. And Millbrook at 3543 Highway 14. Shop Food Outlet. Cost plus 10% every day.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-444-2013. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-444-2013. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-444-2013. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-444-2013 or biglou.com.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by Clark Heating, Air, and Plumbing. It's time to schedule your spring tune-up with Clark Heating, Air, and Plumbing. Don't wait. Schedule today. Give them a call at 334-277-2125. Alabama certification number 88007.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. We'll be tracking showers and thunderstorms well into the evening and nighttime hours tonight as a frontal system approaches the state. The low temperature tonight, very mild, overnight low 57. There could be a leftover shower or two during the morning hours Friday, but tomorrow's high up to about 70 with clearing in the afternoon. Then we have a great weekend forecast with mostly sunny skies Saturday and Sunday. Saturday's high 74, up to about 77 on Sunday. We deserve this. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
All right, let me take a look at Uncle Chi-Chi's shirtless radar to see what we have out there, because we had quite a bit of rain. As soon as I got to the radio station this morning, it opened up.
Mm-hmm.
Light stuff out there through the balance of the drive home, and then later tonight it looks like we might see, much later tonight, some heavier stuff, maybe overnight. And that's my read on the radar. Do you guys ever watch the show Friends? I always call it Fresh Pimp of Bel-Air.
Yes.
Fresh Prince.
Fresh Prince.
I used to.
With Will Smith.
Way back in the day. I think when it was on TGIF.
And those of you who are watching us, Happy Hour with Greg and Pamela on YouTube, I want you to see this clip because it's an excerpt from the show when everybody loved Donald Trump.
Esteemed pleasure to introduce Mr. and Mrs. Donald Trump. Mr. Donald! Oh my God! Mr. and Mrs. Trump, it's an honor to meet you. Ron said his client had a rich uncle, but Donald Trump.
I like keeping a low profile.
Hi, Hillary Banks.
Hey, Hillary.
You know, you look much richer in person.
Hey, Mr. Trump. Hey, how you doing? Will Smith. Hey, listen, you are getting a great house here. And this is quite a deal you're getting for it, too. Look, I'll tell you what. Go on another 50 grand, I'll cut the grass for you every Saturday.
Look, folks, before we go too far, I've got something to tell you.
Excuse me, but I've got something to tell you first. Thank you for ruining my life.
Ashley!
What did you do?
Everybody's always blaming me for everything.
How about that? That's almost
It is
like
my
a
esteemed
prophecy
pleasure to
of the
introduce
future.
Mr.
I love it.
when in fact the Democrats are running and campaigning on trying to fix all the problems they caused during Joe Biden's term.
Well, and then couldn't even stand during the, State of the Union address. Like, come on now.
I've been browsing Fox News because that's where I saw the clip. There is a political strategist that says the Democrats cut him $1 billion check with their behavior.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, how about this? Stephen A. Smith, who is interesting. I am not in agreement with him on everything, and frankly, I liked him better when he was just doing sports. But he's broadened his... In fact, he's on the Sirius Network State of the Union channel.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? Maybe he has political aspirations, too. But I got to get this off first.
There you
go. Took the Democrats to task. Let me share this. So join us on the YouTube, friends, so you can see what he had to say about their State of the Union antics. And antics is being kind.
Yeah.
It was like a daycare for overgrown children.
Mm-hmm. Making the claim that you hate him so much, you're devoid of objectivity, and you're devoid of thinking about what's in the best interest of the United States of America because you're too busy thinking about your own personal feelings and animus towards him. And every time you do that, he smiles and mocks you and has a field day. You played right into his hand. Don't come back at me and say F Stephen A. Smith or Stephen A. Smith is selling out or Stephen A. Smith is this way or that way. I'm just telling you what it is. Don't kill a messenger. Shape the message in a fashion that benefits you for once.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They're not capable.
No, they're not. And here's the thing. This is the worst part of it. They have no idea what the message is.
No.
Because they're so totally consumed in that hatred and that...
In the hatred of...
insanity.
Mm-hmm. I saw a clip today when I was waiting to go speak to the students at AUM. That was fun today.
Oh, cool.
I didn't get to see Master Thespian today, but I was on, his...
The big Warhawk sends his regards.
And I saw where it's now, it's not even so much over party. It's not a matter of, Republican, Democrat. It's a matter of total insanity and common sense.
Mm-hmm.
Right versus wrong. It's just absolutely insane what we are seeing and how they can just sit and say, okay, we don't work for you, but yet our tax dollars pay for you to be sitting in those seats.
Yeah.
If I was any of their constituents, I'd be escorting them personally out of Congress. Saying,
it's because our share of the money is nothing compared to what they collect elsewhere.
Correct.
It is piddlings. Mm-hmm. They don't care.
My idea is actually in my opinion, I think they should work for free as volunteers because guess what? You're running
That's
for
not
Congress.
your full-time job.
No, and it shouldn't be.
Mm-mm.
When they had talked about Ilhan Omar coming in with like a negative self-worth and now we're like $30 million in 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
What in the world happened? And that there's a fictitious company that's on her accounts, and a reporter was trying to ask her, well, there's not even a real phone number or a real website. So what entity is this? Is this? She's like, well, it's disclosed. She's like, but it's not because it's not real.
Here's the exciting development of all that. Trump has assigned J.D. Vance to be the fraud czar.
I love it.
And if that didn't send a chill down their backs that this is going to get very serious very quickly, I don't know what it's going to take because he won't sit on his hands. Remember when Joe made Kamala the border czar?
Yeah.
How'd that work? Yeah. Worked great for 10 million people that waltzed in.
Oh, look what Gavin Newsom just said.
Oh, God, what is...
Vance scares me more than Trump. Oh, good, he should.
Yeah, well, he's about 15 times smarter than you are, about 20 times more articulate, and when he's in front of a crowd of black people, he doesn't insult them by saying, I'm just like you. Did you just believe that the other day?
I know.
I should pull that clip up and play it. He, to me, he's Beelzebub. He really is. He is. He's got a snake-like face with close-set eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I
He's so scummy.
If you look, greasy too. I mean, the hair.
Yeah, the hair, man, it looks like he put way too much of the 70s gel in there and let it dry overnight. And I'm like, what are
I
we
think that's
doing?
Vitalis in that holding that thing up. And I'll bet his tongue has a little fork on the end of it. He is the serpent, in my opinion. Oh, he calls Vance a fraud and a phony. Oh boy, I hope you get to debate him.
Yeah.
Because he will eat you for. Does everybody remember how pathetic Tim Waltz looked against JD in the debates?
Terrible.
In 24?
Oh, gosh.
Oh, my gosh.
It was like amateur hour, fat little Timmy. And
It looked like it should have been an SNL skit.
You're right.
You're
I would've paid money to
100%
watch
correct
that.
on it.
Yeah. Like, this can't be real life. Are you serious?
And the beauty of it was he didn't yell and scream and says, well, in fact, I agree with you on that, Governor Waltz. However, your record, blah, blah, blah. He wasn't looking at sheets. He's a brilliant guy. He is the great American story.
Yeah, he really is.
He did come from poverty. He did come from Appalachia. And he's earned everything he's got. And you know what's sickening? The same media that's always pushing the diversity, equity, and inclusion, which should always be organic. Sorry, that's just how I see it. He along the path of his life, met a woman of color that he fell in love with. They've got a great family, and they can't stand that.
I know.
In the meantime, Kamala, she's married to a white dude. All the race baiters are married to white people. Isn't that interesting? But the media will never point that out.
Not at all.
Because they're worthless cowards.
All the fun things in that as far as, we got to have views. Well,
Now, can we take a break for something
for something, yeah.
really important?
The Gillette Cavalcade of Sports is on the air.
Spring training baseball this afternoon. And one game of particular interest is my New York Yankees playing Rich Thomas's Atlanta Braves in the game.
Boy.
So let's see if Richie's going to be happy.
Uh-oh. Wah, wah,
Yeah. The score I see here is Yankees 7, Atlanta Braves 3.
Ooh.
So he's not going to be happy about that. Actually, I thought I had a hotkey word which says sucks, but I don't.
Darn.
Are you upset, Rich?
Nope.
I don't believe you. You are upset. Yankees have looked good. Any other scores we care about right now? I realize one of these days we're going to do our annual baseball registry so we know how many. Now, we know we have a lot of Biscuit fans here.
Yes.
But Major League Baseball, we do a registry so we know exactly how many of our listeners are fans of Major League Baseball.
Yes.
The last census we did in that regard was 23.
Okay.
So
we need to do it again, and then we need to up the ante, and we need to do like a Major League Series guess win, and however many have it right by the end of the season gets a gift card.
I like that idea.
That'd be
a
fun.
lot. But we're going to put all the pressure on Pamela now.
Uh-oh. Oh, dear. she's
We're going to talk about AMS Studios.
Oh, okay, we can do that. That's no pressure. That's no pressure.
Talk to our friend Jessie.
Yes.
Acquaint her with AMS.
I know. She just said she drives by all the time, and
drive
she's
by all
got to
the
come
time.
in for a massage. And I agreed.
Myself and mental health agrees with that, too.
Yeah. Massage is good for everybody.
Yes.
Really. I need one so bad, but I can't lay on my stomach comfortably yet and get pushed into, but I need one so bad. I feel it.
I will treat her to a half an hour when she books it.
Oh, yay.
You've got my card.
Okay.
Oh.
Because I go there for things, too. You think I got this good looking by accident?
No.
I've had some help.
That's called Pamela Magic right there.
It is
That is
Pamela
Pamela Magic at the AMS
Microneedling
studio.
and IPL.
Yes.
Yeah.
The anti-aging tools.
Yes.
And look at me.
You're glowing.
I need some. I need some affirmation.
You're gorgeous!
There you go.
Much better, thank you. So at AMS Studios, they offer a wide array for you to get your body, your face, your skin, whatever area you want to focus on, and you can focus on more than one. because the technologies at AMS Studios work, and they are designed to help you look. And when you look better, you feel better about yourself. It's only natural.
It's just facts.
Anything in particular you would like to hit on right now?
It is getting to be time to get all of your skincare and advanced skincare stuff done before summer. So if you want to prime your skin, get a good facial or start microneedling or do IPL before you're in the sun all summer, now is the time. Laser hair removal also, we can start and get you halfway done before summer and get make a huge difference in shaving legs, shaving underarms before we get into shorts and tank tops.
All those things women do for us.
So worth it though. No, we do it for ourselves.
Yeah.
We do it for
Absolutely.
ourselves
I forgot
too.
that part.
Because I cannot get into bed and have prickly
Hair.
legs on the sheets. I can't.
Yes, it feels so weird.
I don't like
It's like
that.
something's crawling on you.
So,
I can't take it.
Yeah, if you find yourself shaving every other day because you don't like prickly legs on the sheets, do laser hair removal.
Yes.
I've never had a problem with the crinkle. I don't shave my legs though, so I guess.
Yeah,
Right.
you-
It's that like second day growth when it's like really
stubble.
stiff and stubbly.
And it'll
like
grab.
how your beard is.
It'll-
You can feel that when that grows out, right? And it's prickly.
Oh yeah.
Imagine
that on your legs, moving
your
in the
whole
sheets.
legs being in the sheets,
And
or
then
like
it
when you
grabbed
put
the
on
sheets.
tight jeans or something, or you're trying to go work out and you're wearing leggings.
Oh, yeah.
That's the worst.
See, every time the air gets cold, like it did earlier this week, it dries the skin out of my shins, and butt paste takes that away. That's a temporary condition, but they keep advancing the electrolysis.
Yeah, we
technology.
do. So if you're doing like a whole body part, typically we start with laser hair removal to get the bulk of it. If you have dark hair. But if you have light hair, electrolysis is your only option. But electrolysis is great for like the random chin hairs that, women
That
get
grow out
in
of
menopause.
nowhere.
Yeah.
Yes.
When you're looking in your mirror in the car and you're like,
And you've had
where's my
people.
tweezers?
People have had luck with the Evolve system, right?
Oh, absolutely. I love Evolve. The first time I did it, I lost a pant size in 4 weeks. And that's pretty typical. Yeah.
I might need to start evolving and just not that I need to lose weight, but I want to be comfortable again.
Yeah,
and the
tightens,
holiday.
it tightens skin up too. It boosts the collagen, so it burns a little fat, tightens the skin up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well,
All of these services, including the spawning massage service, the luxury facials that really accomplish a lot in getting your skin into a great condition, looking radiant, healthy, at one location at 119 East Main in Prattville. Visit online at ams-studios.com and consult at 334-730-1268. 334-730-1268. amsstudiosmedspa.com online. Off to the traffic dungeon. It's 4 already.
Well, in Montgomery, we've got several minor accidents. Most are not causing a problem. We do have one on Fairground Road near Gardendale. An accident with injury there. Please watch out for emergency vehicles there. Cusada River Parkway, Highway 14 up in Wetumpka. If you're headed out to 231 from the ballparks there on the bridge, got an accident. Police directing traffic, had some injuries there as well. A very slow go. Please be safe out there this afternoon. We will keep you updated. At Thompson Tractor, they don't just support your business, they keep it moving forward. Their new service commitment includes next-day parts and 2-day repairs. It's the customer value agreement. This ensures you stay up and running without missing a beat. Visit ThompsonServicesCommitment.com. You'll get more details there. Buckle up. Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch Traffic.
For many homeowners, there's untapped reserves hiding in plain sight. It's not in the savings account. It's not in the stock market. It's right under your roof. Now more than ever, homeowners are sitting on record levels of home equity, and that equity belongs to you. It can be used to consolidate high-interest credit card debt, to pay expensive school tuition, to cover medical expenses, to invest in renovations, you name it, because that money is yours. This isn't about taking on unnecessary debt. It's about using an asset you already own to improve your financial position position and your quality of life. The key is understanding your options and choosing the strategy that fits your goals. Let's see what's possible with the equity in your home. Give us a call at Alabama Home Mortgage today at 334-567-4223 or visit us online at myalabamahomemortgage.com. That's Alabama Home Mortgage, because there is a difference in mortgage companies. NMLS 1586368, Equal Housing Lender.
We get this question all the time.
Do you handle that?
Buying or selling a home?
Yes.
Commercial?
Yes.
Land or investments?
Absolutely. Hannah and Eddie Realty Group. One team.
Every real estate move. 334-322-0662.
Blue Water Broadcasting hopes you'll open your heart and lend a hand during Warm Hearts for Seniors. We're collecting much-needed supplies for the Central Alabama Aging Consortium, which provides vital home and community-based services for seniors, disabled adults, and their caregivers in Montgomery. Their mission is simple but powerful, helping seniors live active, independent lives where they can truly thrive. Here's how you can help. Donate items like cleaning supplies, blankets, fans, meal replacement shakes, exercise stretch bands, and stress balls. Drop off your donations at our sponsored locations: Riverside Chevrolet, Piggly Wiggly in Prattville, Corky's Homes, Premier Portable Buildings, Southern Metal Supply, and also at Blue Water Broadcasting Studios. Together, we can make a real difference for seniors right here in the River Region. Please join us for Warm Hearts for Seniors, and let's give back to those who've given so much.
Are you tired of the mainstream media's biased reporting? Do you want to stay informed on the news that really matters to you? Look no further than 1819 News. At 1819 News, we bring you the latest in Alabama news, politics, sports, culture, and more. We've assembled a team of journalists with Alabama values dedicated to the truth and the truth alone. Visit us at 1819news.com today. That's 1819news.com. Subscribe to our newsletter. Honest News, Alabama Values.
Today is February 26th, Carnival Day, a day to celebrate the toothless, nine-fingered chain smoker you entrust with your children's safety as he straps them into the tilt-a-whirl he assembled using only a pair of pliers. Hope your family survives Carnival Day.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
At 4:05.
With SRN News, I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. Former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton told U.S. House lawmakers that she had no knowledge of Jeffrey Epstein's crimes. She testified today, and Bill Clinton gives his deposition tomorrow. Meanwhile, James Comer, the Republican chairman of the House Oversight Committee, stresses that they have numerous questions and it is not about finding guilt with any person at this point, but just more transparency. House Oversight Committee ranking member Democrat Robert Garcia, meanwhile, is calling on President Trump to be deposed. Cuba claims 10 passengers on a boat that opened fire on its soldiers were armed Cubans living in the U.S. who were trying to infiltrate the island and unleash terrorist attacks there. Cuba's government says a majority of the people on board, quote, have a known history of criminal and violent activity. On Wall Street, it was a mixed bag today. The Dow closed up by 17 points, the Nasdaq down 273. This is SRN News.
This month, Pure Talk is honoring Jackson and Lincoln by offering unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data for just $25 a month. Meanwhile, Big Wireless is honoring Benjamin Franklin by charging families hundreds of dollars for the same 5G service. What's up with that? Ben Franklin wasn't even a president. When you switch to Pure Talk, you'll be in business with an American wireless company that supports our vets in a big way and keeps all their customer service in this country. That's important. And you'll be on the same towers the big carriers use, so you'll get the same 5G service without the inflated price. So hang on to your Benjamins and switch to Pure Talk for a Jackson and a Lincoln. No contract, no hidden fees. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe, and you'll get 50% off your first month when you switch. That's pound 250, Mike Rowe, for an American wireless company that is truly unprecedented.
Listen to what's being celebrated today.
It's National Letter to an Elder Day. Can't think of an old person to write to? We'll help you find one, because old people are everywhere.
Yeah.
Like your neighbor whose yard is covered with ceramic gnomes. The woman who's holding up the line at the grocery store to pay by check. Customers at the shoe store who say, "Can I get this in beige?" Anyone who starts a sentence with,
According to what I read on Facebook.
and of course, any player screaming,
Oh, my back!
at your local pickleball court. Just like that, Letter to an Elder Day isn't so hard to celebrate after all. Old people, they're all around us.
It is 4:08 here on Happy Hour with Greg and Pamela, and available under that title on YouTubes.
Find us.
Look for us.
And subscribe.
And subscribe and join and send checks. Send generous checks. We can use the money. And we'll spend it on the right things.
Yes. Such as GNS Donuts.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that video this morning.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, Gina, they take very good care of me. But just between us girls, what I do is I gnaw the chocolate frosting off the top and throw away the rest of the donut.
What?
That's a sin, Greg.
That saves calories.
That's a sin. That's a sin.
Well, I've left little piles of sin all over the river region coming and going to work. Because I'm a chocoholic. But I'm not going to rehab for that. I like that addiction. I'm not doing anything about it. That's why I get on my ass on that bike and pedal it away every day.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, last hour we were talking about Democrats' behavior and Stephen Smith, calling them out. This, I want to thank Mark Cumby for sending this along. A new Republican midterm ad exposing Democrats who are now angry at this. Let's give this a listen. Look at me, how fast I am with that share tab.
Look at that. I saw that. That was lightning speed, man.
Let's everybody have a look.
If you agree with this statement, then stand up and show your support. The first duty of the American government is to protect American citizens, not illegal aliens.
And there they are, the Democrats all sitting.
These people are crazy.
Because they think their first duty is to just collect as much cash as possible while they're there.
I just don't understand why so many Democrats, who probably don't even know why they hate Donald Trump, are so invested in that, or so cocooned in that hate that they can't see what's going on.
It's the green-eyed monster. It's green with envy, and they get kickbacks. And the reason they're getting so nervous is because, guess what? The truth will come out on all of them. And now, one thing I will give, John Fetterman, man.
I love him.
I'm like, man, I'll support
I don't
him.
agree with him on everything.
He's purple.
He's still a Democrat.
He's just an average American.
Yeah.
He's got sense.
And he is not intimidated.
Nope. Not one bit.
They've turned the dogs loose on the guy.
Yeah.
But he says, if I think I should stand,
I'm standing.
I'm standing.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't like it, well.
Did y'all see the viral clip when the Republicans started shouting USA, USA? One of the Democrat leaders sitting next to Ilhan Omar was voicing KKK. Did y'all see that clip?
No.
Oh, yeah.
I want that woman, whatever it is, that they
went-
take her down. I want it to be glorious. I
That
want
went
it to
out
be
today. I was like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, I'm sorry, if you support
people are
this
so
party,
stupid.
and that is what they are mouthing and chanting inside of the chambers of Congress, you have completely, you're repeating history. You're repeating
They
history.
will.
It's crazy. I'll have to see if I can find that, Greg, and send it to you. See if I can find that.
I would like to. I would like to see that. This particular hour, though, I think we'll hit the crap pile and do some catching up there.
Okay.
All the news there was no
give
time
us some
to get
goodies.
to. There were a couple this morning, actually. I would like your opinions on.
Okay.
Let me get to delicious audio for some of this.
Share it. Make sure it's shared so you can just hit play.
Have it shared.
There we go.
We're going to talk about something called ghost lighting. This is a social media thing. Do you understand what ghosting is?
I do.
Yeah, I've done it.
I have not.
Let me
I've done it.
I'm going to make Pamela explain that. Let me grab this call real quick so they don't have to wait. Hello?
Hey, it's Bo Holt.
Bolt, what's up?
I don't know if y'all have touched on that shooting that happened in Montgomery early this afternoon yet or not.
No.
This afternoon, they haven't even acknowledged the one that happened on Zelda Road. several days ago.
Oh, I didn't even know there was one on Zelda Road several days ago.
Yeah, two
just,
cars exchanging bullets near Montgomery Academy.
Oh, yeah, I heard you say that. I hadn't seen anything about that on the news either.
Dr. Thrasher sent a letter around about it, but it's not officially a crime yet because nobody got hurt or
Because
charged.
they're still investigating it, so they won't release a story about it.
Right, because there's...
Well, I just I texted you my diatribe, and I put it on Facebook. But it was exactly 2 blocks from my house at a place where I used to frequent as a child, and I used to get my haircuts at this place as a kid. My father, my grandfather, generations and decades of, and now it's a what they call a no-go zone. And I had some kind words for our so-called mayor, and two blocks from my house exactly.
Scary.
There's a story about it on WSFA, and like I said, I did my little own editorializing on Facebook. So
is this the man critically injured in Montgomery shooting?
Yeah.
Yeah, the 3800 block of Narrow Lane Road.
Wow.
Yep.
And there's
Isn't
the
that
food
lovely?
shop.
Yep. I've known the food shop my whole stinking life, man. So,
But
anywho,
crime is going down, though, Bo. It may have happened, but the good news is Mayor Weed says crime is going down.
yeah, well, Mayor Reed's an idiot and a jackass, but I think that he's about to. He's having a keg party, but the parents are about to come home early and break it up with this stuff going through the state house right now, and then with Tubbs coming in. So I think standing ground and everything's going to eventually pay off. So
I love the coat.
me too.
He's on.
Retire from where I am.
Not that you're counting or
46 and
anything.
Ready to start. No, not that I'm counting, but I'll be able to start a new career if I choose to. So
There you go. Which it sounds like you're not wanting to choose to, though.
well, we'll see. We'll see.
I love it. I love it. Oh, that's great.
Well, we're going to pay attention to some stories that are also demanding our
attention.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, we're listening.
All right. Thanks for calling.
Appreciate you, Bo.
You bet.
Okay, let's see. Where was that delicious audio, right?
Mm-hmm.
What happened to it?
Oh.
There's the story about Ilhan Omar's guest
I
getting
have
arrested.
it. I have it up on the thing when you find it.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, you've already shared it. So
I feel
it's
so
there,
silly.
It's there somewhere.
There it is.
Ah, okay.
Ta-da.
So this ghost lighting thing.
Yeah.
When you ghost somebody, what does that involve? That's
You just
It's somebody you
disappear. You
dated?
just disappear. I've never done it to anybody I'm dating, like talking to. You know, when you just exchange numbers with somebody and you're
Yeah.
texting, and then you're just like, no,
okay, yeah,
not
this
so
ain't
much
working.
anymore.
Yeah.
And then you just drop off the face of the earth.
I have had that done to me
I have
while
too.
dating somebody.
Oh, I haven't when
and
dating.
it's been so awkward. Like you're talking normal, and then all of a sudden, like thud.
Right.
And if you reach out and it's like, hey, you okay? Are you alive? Are
Right.
you dead? And you're just kind of like, and then you find out, oh, he's seeing someone else and has moved in the process. And you're like, oh, great. That's off of my, hence the song Set It on Fire there, Greg.
I've never had it happen when I'm like actually dating somebody, but I have been ghosted just talking to somebody, and I'm just like, okay. I mean, whatever. Because I've done it before too, where I'm just like, for whatever reason, lose interest or talk to somebody else who's more interesting, and then instead of saying like, hey, this isn't working out, you just don't
talking.
say anything.
Mm-hmm.
We have a TikTok, I think it is, who's going to, a relationship expert,
Here we go.
if such a thing exists, who talks about ghosting and ghost lighting, which is a combination of ghosting and gaslighting.
Okay.
We know the politicians, the Democrats, love to gaslight. That's their thing. But let's learn more.
You're dating somebody, you're talking, you haven't defined anything, everything's going well, they text you good morning, you're feeling good about it, and then all of a sudden they disappear. There's no explanation, there's no why, just crickets. And then some time passes and they pop back up again, and here's the catch. They act like nothing happened. They don't acknowledge the absence, they don't say, hey, sorry, I had a couple days that were really busy at work. It's just like, hey, what's up, what are you doing?
Yeah, no, that's not how mine ended. It just ended.
I've never done that. I've never come back around. Usually if something loses my interest, it's gone.
See, now here's what's funny. I always thought, I'm like, oh, he just basically ghosted me and it's done.
Mm-hmm.
I now have the new term. It's ghost lighting, and he just disappeared and fell off the face of the earth. But I through investigative processes, have found out where,
Rich Thomas and
Yeah,
I,
if you're really dating somebody, that's a messed up thing to do.
Very much so.
for what it's worth, Rich Thomas and I are both very grateful that we did not have to deal with social media
Be so glad.
in those years.
I know.
The wonder
Be
years
so
that used two
glad.
are going through right now.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I'm like, Pamela, are we all both still in the dating circle?
I am in a serious relationship, thank goodness.
Go, girl.
Yeah,
Okay.
for a long time now, and
Okay.
it's all good.
All right.
I was married for a long time and then divorced, dated very briefly, like around.
Yeah.
But,
Okay.
But met my boyfriend very quickly. thank
Very
goodness.
thankfully. Good. Yeah.
Gotta see if we can get Jay Quillen to join this conversation.
Yes. Be like, Jake Quillen, where are you?
Let's see. Somebody sent me a video. Oh, it's Jesse Lynn.
It's that video of where you can see them like supposedly chanting.
Oh, I want to check that out.
Yes.
And while I'm setting that up, we can talk to. Oh, I just knocked him off.
Call
John,
back.
call back.
Call back.
Call back, John.
I'm a putz and a klutz, John. Please forgive me.
Way to go, Greg.
Yeah, well, I'm new at this. Eventually I'm gonna figure this. Well, here, this should be him.
Yeah.
Is that you, sir?
It is me, yes.
I am so sorry. I'm so awkward.
No, that's fine. Technology, and I get it. I want to tell a quick perceived ghosting story, okay?
Sure.
Okay.
Met this lady. We became friends on Facebook, and then after a period of time, she asked me out. And she asked me to go get something to eat with her at some point. And I said, yeah, maybe we could do that sometime. I said, so anyway, I was really busy at work and that kind of thing. A week or two went by. And then she did it again. She said, so we started messaging back and forth a little bit. She said, well, maybe we just started messaging. And then she said, well, maybe we could go out to get a hamburger sometime or something. I said, well, I'm kind of busy, but not right now. And then 2 or 3 weeks later, she said, well, I'm about to head to Florida and that kind of thing. So anyway, she went off on a trip. And when she got back home, she heard from me. And we've been married for 6 years now.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Wow, that's an incredible story.
That is
Yeah,
awesome.
she thought I had I said a perceived ghosting story.
Yeah.
Because she thought I was just
Okay.
There you go.
But I really was busy. I really was telling the truth. She thought I put her off one time when I said, I can't go tomorrow. I've got a livestock club meeting.
Mm-hmm.
And that didn't sound like something that was normal to her, but she has soon learned, or really well learned, that that's a lot of my life are those kind of things.
Hey, I had to blow somebody off once for a livestock meeting. It was the cattleman's luncheon downtown.
There you go.
Yeah.
And I still
And man,
got
that's a great place to go for lunch, too.
Oh, that is a hell of a that's a hell of a meal they give you there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thanks
That's
for the
my
story, and I'm glad it had such a happy ending.
Very, very much so. We have an anniversary this weekend.
Well, happy
anniversary. I love a love
but
story.
not an actual. We got married on the 29th, so technically speaking, it's not happening this year.
That's
Oh,
right.
How about that?
That's great.
Well, John, thank
We've
you.
only had one actually, but thank you.
Thank you for the call. We're gonna
That's so
celebrate with both of
interesting.
you.
Oh, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary. Pour a cheerful toast and fill it, happy anniversary. But be careful you don't spill it, happy anniversary. Oh, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary.
There you go, John and whatever her name was. We're very happy for both of you. All of us here at the Creedence Blue Water Revival Broadcasting Company, from the highest, most esteemed Upper level manglement to us. Talk show riff raff. Oh, look who's on the line. A big Warhawk welcome for Master Thespian.
Well, hello. Hearing that man's story, I need to tell you the story of how my wife and I met.
Sure.
Because it falls into this category of ghosting, or perceived ghosting. I was in a play in college called Carnival, and her sister was in the play with me. And she came to visit her sister and saw me on stage and said to her sister, "Who is that? He looks really good." And Angie, her sister, said, "Oh, it's Sam Wallace. He's crazy." But you know, you might fit him. So she talked to the director of the play, who she knew, and asked if she could crash the cast party. So that's how we met, at the cast party. She gave me her number, and me, being an absent-minded male, promptly lost it.
Oh.
So she got a call from me. And so she was wondering all week long, what's going on? What's going on with this guy? So she's talking to her friend who's in the early music consort with me. And her friend is saying, "Yeah, he talks about you, and he thought she was really nice." "Well, why didn't he call me?" I said, "I don't know." So she runs into me a week later on campus. And again, we hit it off. And again, I get her phone number. And being an absent-minded male, I don't call her because all of a sudden I get busy getting ready and going and doing a trip up to Cadiz, Kentucky to do some entertainment at a restaurant up there. And I just forget about it. Okay? So I lost her number first. The second time I got busy and forgot. So now she's really concerned, thinking, okay, what's going on with this guy? So the next week, they're having a movie on campus. And she rolls the dice and shows up at the movie waiting beside one of the doors to see if I would show up. Let's just say that I took advantage of the situation. And before the night was over, she found out that I was a pretty good kisser, too. And we've been together ever since. So that's that was February the 24th, 1980. So 42 years ago. So that was our first date.
Never underestimate the Master Thespian.
But she just thought, what's wrong with this guy? Why isn't he calling me? If he's interested, why isn't he calling me? So,
you ever have trouble, since you've been acting so much of your life, with women who had doubts about you because they know you're a good actor and maybe you're not telling the truth?
No, not really.
I'm glad to hear that.
There's usually a difference between the real me and the fake me. And they figured that out pretty quickly. So my wife has been with me now. We've been married almost 40 years, so she knows pretty well when I'm playing and when I'm not. So I can't think anything faster. She's a psychology major, so
she got you figured out.
Yeah, she
was
knows.
her hobby. Yeah, so I couldn't pull anything over her. But anyway, but it's been fun. It's been good 40 years. She hadn't killed me yet, so you know.
There you go. He's still alive and flying.
We appreciate the call, buddy.
All right, y'all be good. Have a great day.
Thanks, Master Thespian.
See ya.
Pamela may know the story, but I don't know that I ever told it to you. And we were talking about rehab last hour. And after I got out, I used to love to go to clubs, not to drink, all dressed up, and just listen. Because I was pretty well known, you know, so it was a fun thing. And I met this very intelligent. It turns out she's a cardiac care nurse.
Okay.
She would hand the tools to the heart surgeon and saw inside people's bodies, and very heavy responsibility. So I asked her out. I'm not in a. Turns out she was having an affair with the doctor.
Ooh, dear.
So when we decided to date, I said, look, you know, if you want to continue to do that, that's fine. But I'd like to focus on one person at a time. So I need you to figure it out.
Yeah.
Well, she picked me.
Well, there you go.
This is how crazy it gets. She then starts getting bombarded with calls from this surgeon who can't believe that she would give up her affair with him for that clown on the radio.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
At the time I lived on the beach, we went out there and we would go lay a blanket down and we would talk for hours.
Yeah.
She was real curious about the rehab process and all that. Long story short, after she met me, we stayed friends,
Yeah.
but she went back to school, studied psychology and psychiatry, and is now, I think she's been a very, she and her husband, very successful husband and wife psychiatry team for over 20 years.
Wow.
That's amazing.
And
That's
that happened
funny
because of
that
those
meeting
chats.
you
That-
made her want to study psychology.
I-
She's like, I need to figure this out. I am so
She
perplexed
changed
by this
profession.
man.
I just thought that was kind of cool.
That is cool.
She spent her hours on the beach with Greg Budell thinking, I need to improve my educational career.
Yeah.
And there are people out here just like him that need help.
Yes.
I'm kidding.
Cousin Vinny's
I
on
wish
the
I had
phone.
gotten to him first.
Cousin
but-
Vinny's on the phone. I know what he's going to say.
Everything that guy just says, bull.
Hey.
I'm sorry, man. Sometimes my verbiage does go a little sideways. But I do have a tale. It's not a good one. It wasn't a happy ending.
Uh-oh.
I was working in Tallahassee, and I was getting transferred in about 4 or 5 days. My band did my last gig in Tallahassee. I was going to L.A. to work on the new J. Paul Getty Museum up there on Mulholland Drive. And I met this lady at the gig, and very nice gal. And she was actually a psychiatrist nurse at a psych ward. And I met her. She was very attractive. It was wonderful. We got along great at the end of the gig. We went and we had breakfast. Everything was great. And I told her, I says, hey, in 4 or 5 days, I'm going to be gone. I'm moving to L.A. Can't get anything serious. And, of course, we did some happy hippie love. And, it was all cool. And I was headed to L.A. And I went to L.A., and I thought everything was cool. We partied on good terms, happy. We had lunch before I left. Everything was cool. And I'm sitting in my my kitchen on a Sunday morning after being in L.A. for about 2 weeks. And I'm looking at my driveway, and here she comes pulling up in my driveway in L.A. And I'm like, whoa. Well, and this is before cell phones.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, she didn't have my cell phone number. And I get up and she's pulling in my driveway. I'm like, whoa, what is this? And I walk out and I'm trying to be Mr. Nicey. And I'm like, hey, I'm not going to mention her name, but I said, hey, what's going on? Oh, well, I have family up in Santa Barbara, and I just thought I'd swing by and pay a visit on my way to Santa Barbara. And I was like, what? I said, how did you find out where I live? I don't know. And she would never tell me how she found out where I lived.
Oh, dear.
But now get this. I was working at the Getty and the Huntington Library. And this is right during prime OJ time.
Yeah.
Okay, when OJ got snapped and all this stuff, okay? And I come home one day, and there's a North American Van Lines truck sitting there unloading stuff in my garage.
What?
And I'm like, whoa, what is this?
I don't think this woman was a psych nurse. I think she was a patient.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm kind of getting that vibe too.
Oh, you don't have a clue, but after that, it went seriously downhill. And and she was an alcoholic.
Oh,
but
boy.
not only that, she'd also transferred her credentials, and she was working at a nursing home right around the corner from my house.
Oh,
I was right by the fitness center on PCH.
Cousin
And
Vinny,
she was
you could have been in the ground. I'm just gonna say.
She didn't smash the typewriter over your ankles or anything, did she?
No. She did kill one of my birds, though. She did kill one of my Quaker parakeets.
Wow.
Well, she said accidentally, but
Yeah,
she was
no.
so drunk and still on pills. Dude,
Do
it
not
wound
believe
up being
that.
a nightmare to where I had to finally figure out a way to get out without her knowing it. And get this. 3 weeks later, her daughter, that almost became a child of the state in Florida, is now in my house when I come home.
God.
And I'm like,
You
oh,
better
man.
be changing locks and.
This is a Netflix
What I
series.
wound up-
I know.
What I wound up having to do, and it just freaked me out so bad. I wound up having to quit my job, and I had to go hide. I moved from L.A. to Phoenix because I had a lot of friends in Phoenix. And she knew that my sister and brother-in-law lived in San Diego, and she started harassing my sister and brother-in-law in San Diego, wanting to know where I was. And I had to hide in Phoenix and just disappear for almost 4 to 5 years.
Oh, my
before she was
gosh.
before she was finally out of my life. And still to this day, I still have flashbacks from that. So needless to say, you want me to tell you what I learned from that? Never again at any gig will I ever hook up with a chick at a gig. I'm sorry. It's just bad, sour news, so I'm just not going to go there. But anyway,
Wow.
That's my story. So, oh boy, yeehaw.
Thanks for sharing it. That's better than any. That was a better story than any news I could have brought on. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway,
Thanks.
y'all take care.
Thanks. Yeah, I have a standard of you hook up with no one at the gig. Period. End of story. That's a no-go.
I have no
Yeah,
talent.
that's not a
but
good-
I used to
No.
host a lot of events and stuff. Yeah, you don't do that.
It's just no. It's a no-go, and never date the musicians ever.
Well,
Ever.
by the way, speaking of musicians,
Musicians
outrage.
have always been my type.
Well, no, what I mean is like me as a performer
Right.
is you never date them if you are the one fronting the band.
Yeah.
and-
Something we need to
I get
talk
that.
about. Once again, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame ballot is out, and guess who isn't on it?
Sticks!
What?
It's an outrage, just an ongoing outrage.
That's just insane.
Now, too bad Cousin Vinny didn't have access to somebody like Jacqueline Tomlinson during that crisis.
That's right.
And engage the services of somebody who could, in knowing the law, give him much better options than all those surprises he came across along the way. Life crisis. Look, you can either control it or it can take control of you in your life. The choice you make makes all the difference. In this case, whether it's divorce or somebody like that woman, I can't even come up with a good term. You reach out for a consultation at 334-819-4810 and get the best advice in the world. Because I'll tell you something, is for all the advice they have and all the experience, hundreds of cases, Dana Delk and Jacqueline Tomlinson bring something else to the table, and that's strength and legal leadership. When you're in a crisis, you're not in a really good mental space to make decisions. So let them give you that outside opinion. You're the client. They're going to do anything they can that's going to be in your best interest. That's what you need. So surrender to the expertise, and they'll lay it out for you. Here's where you're at. Here's where you want to get to. Here's how we get from A to B. Might be a little oversimplification, but that's the way it works. They can also help with adoptions, blended families, even a will. Everybody should have one. There's no connection statistically between making a will and having an accident shortly thereafter. I've had mine for 5 years. Jacqueline did it right here in the studio, and I'm still not dead.
There you go.
819-4810 in the 334 area code or the AlabamaFamilyLawyers.com for Delk and Tomlinson, attorneys at law.
The representation is made that the quality of legal services performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
We have a lot of catching up to do here. We got traffic and 1819 news next.
Well, we have accidents this afternoon. A new one, 85 southbound at South Union. Watch out for emergency vehicles there, as well as Taylor Road at Troy Highway. Also in Elmore, Highway 14 at Cook Road, we have an accident there. Please be safe out there this afternoon. A lot of cars getting out on the road now, very busy. East-South Boulevard, I-65 at 85, Fairview, Taylor Road, all building. We'll keep you updated. The lowest tax rates in Alabama are at McKinnon Nissan. They've got up to 0% financing on 2026 Muranos. It's worth the drive, and they need your trade-in. McKinnon Nissan, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
News is brought to you by Adams Motorsports of Montgomery, where your pleasure is their business.
1819 News.
A bill that requires those who are seeking a commercial driver's license here in Alabama to also know how to speak and read English has now passed with a favorable vote out of the House Transportation, Utilities, and Infrastructure Committee. State Representative Steve Klaus is the chairman of that committee and says the bill would codify what is already a federal law. Klaus said that there have been fatal wrecks and other problems created by drivers coming into Alabama from Mexico and Canada who do not speak or understand English. Democrat lawmaker A.J. McCampbell told 1819 News that he opposes the bill because it elevates the violation into a felony, and he would prefer that it be a Class A misdemeanor, which still includes jail time. I'll be back with more Alabama stories after this.
Did you know that 70% of people experience a potentially traumatic event in their lifetime, and that 6 out of every 100 adults face PTSD every day? Help us bring hope to these survivors by signing up for your Alabama Distinctive PTSD Awareness license plate today. The great thing is you can sign up no matter when your current plate renews, and the first year is complimentary. All you need is your VIN number on hand. Drive awareness, drive hope, and customize your plate today at atease.org.
Lauderdale County authorities are searching for a missing teenage girl. 17-year-old Kelsey Riley has been missing since this past Monday and was last seen in the town of Killen. Riley is described as a white female, 5'6", 133 pounds, with brown hair and blue eyes. Riley was wearing a camouflage hoodie and gray sweatpants. A senior citizen living facility in Geneva has now reopened its doors under new ownership. The Geneva Independent Living Facility closed down this past December, with prior owners surrendering their license to operate. The new owner is Amy Garrett, who is describing this facility as the first fully independent living community in the area. The facility has a total of 16 beds with 24-hour employees on staff. I'm Andrea Tice.
For more news affecting Alabamians, go to 1819news.com. And while you're there, subscribe to the daily newsletter.
AdamsMotorsports.com on the web, or Adams Motorsports on the Boulevard in Montgomery. That's at Adams Motorsports in Montgomery, where your pleasure is our business. Come by and learn more about the new Suzuki GSX 8R motorcycle and see for yourself the bar has officially been reset.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers.
It's a fact. Guys hate going to the doctor. But when it comes to erectile dysfunction and low testosterone issues, men from all over Montgomery have been thrilled seeing the providers at Montgomery Men's Health. Men all the way up to 95 years old have jump-started their sex drive and energy levels. Lots of men suffer with ED for years, but now they're able to enjoy sex again. Tom from Montgomery said, "Montgomery Men's Health has changed my life. I have been able to be intimate with my wife for the first time in 5 years. She thought this problem was because of her, but the pills never worked for me. I had given up until I went to the clinic and realized there were more options for erectile dysfunction. Now I'm happy and my wife is happy. A visit for only $99, and that includes all testing, including a PSA and testosterone test. Give the guys at the clinic a call at 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. Or go to MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com.
And this is a painting of my grandfather, the only one he ever had made.
Sometime, take a close look around your house.
This sewing machine was my Aunt Mary's.
If you have possessions that are irreplaceable, consider this. Each year, over 65,000 American homes suffer a fire due to an electrical problem. Are our possessions safe? To know for sure, call Crosby Electric, your exclusive provider of CurrentSafe, the world's foremost home diagnostic system. Using high-tech equipment, Crosby Electric will check your hidden wiring, panel box, light switches, and electrical outlets to pinpoint potential problems and make sure your things are safe.
Oh, my daughter's second-grade art project. I'd die if something happened to this.
Some things can't be replaced by insurance. Don't wait another day. Call 272-2085 for an in-home no-obligation assessment or visit crosbyelectric.com. Don't just think it's safe. Know it's safe.
Now you'll be safe with CurrentSafe.
The employees of Adams Drugs would like to thank you for trusting us with your health care in 2025. We look forward to serving you and your family in 2026. You will continue to enjoy the same services such as immunizations, compounding, medication therapy management, delivery service, and wellness clinics, to name a few. Looking for that perfect gift for a loved one? Visit our Emily B. gift shop and find everything from Tyler candles to scout bags. Gift wrapping is available. If you have not visited Adams Drugs and experienced the award-winning customer service, we ask you to consider us for your prescription care in 2026. We have 12 convenient locations to serve you in the River Region. 8 in Montgomery, 1 in Wetumpka, Prattville, Millbrook, and Pine Level, Marbury. Please find us at adamsdrugs.net for the location that is nearest to you. Adams Drugs is your local, independently owned Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Hello, I'm Johnny Sullivan from Sinclair's Restaurant. We're almost 27 years, and our business is as good as ever, and I give credit to Blue Water Broadcasting for keeping us on the air and letting people know what we do. Advertising with them has been a huge help to our business. I've seen a uptick from day one. If you need to grow your business, I highly recommend you giving them a call.
Radio reaches over 90% of everyone in the River Region. Shouldn't your ads be out there where your customers are? Call us to find out more. Blue Water Broadcasting. Local folks helping local business.
Rich Thomas Weather, a service of Riverside Chevrolet Wetumpka. If it's Chevy, it's Riverside. Best price, best selection. Check them out on the web at riversideusa.net.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. We'll be tracking showers and thunderstorms well into the evening and nighttime hours tonight as a frontal system approaches the state. The low temperature tonight, very mild, overnight low 57. There could be a leftover shower or two during the morning hours Friday, but tomorrow's high up to about 70 with clearing in the afternoon. Then we have a great weekend forecast with mostly sunny skies Saturday and Sunday. Saturday's high 74, up to about 77 on Sunday. We deserve this. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Budget Floors and More has the best prices. Carpet as low as 69 cents per square foot. LVP starting at $1.29 a square foot. Sheet vinyl as low as 65 cents per square foot. And the lowest prices on flooring installation supplies. Budget Floors and More across from Delray Publix.
The River Region's News Talk Station. News Talk 93.1. WACV. News Talk 93.1.
It's National Toast Day. Celebrate all day long on the Food Network. Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives becomes white bread, whole wheat, and rye with Guy Fieri.
You got that crunch on the outside, and then you get that blast of butter. Dang, that's good toast.
Then it's Gordon Ramsay's Toast Nightmares.
What? You've burned it. You're an idiot sandwich on toasted bread.
And on Iron Chef, the secret ingredient is...
toast!
On National Toast Day, the Food Network is toast. Tune in and see what pops up. What do you know? It's
toast!
It's 2 days later. We're still playing State of the Union highlights.
That.
Oh,
And
yeah,
the camera
I see
cuts
it.
to fat ass Rashida Tlaib, despicable beast, and the Muslim woman, Ilhan Omar. And you can see them shouting KKK, KK. They're so cute. They think they're so devilishly clever.
No, they not. They're not.
When we
They're not.
Before we went into the break, we had something we were coming back to. Does anybody remember what that was?
Well, I found the video. We were going to do the video, and then we got on the ghost lighting story, and then we were going to go to the crap pile news, but then we didn't need it. Oops. Hey, and now we're at Amazon.
Stop! This thing is attacking me.
So what's next in the pile? I think we got through the ghost lighting, didn't we?
We did. We got through that.
It did get me thinking, I hope that none of those guys are listeners.
You know what? I don't care.
I was like, I didn't think about that years ago when I wasn't doing radio.
Hey, you know, though, what's great is, you know, we're who we are, so we can have our opinions.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if they say, oh, well, there's that, well, I hate it. I'm sorry if it offends you.
Yeah.
But it's the truth, the truth, the truth.
Yeah.
Here's something from the crap pile that we didn't get to yesterday. But in case you missed it, Vogue magazine has labeled 2026 the year of the crack, specifically the butt crack.
Clack, 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 clack. Friends alert
Here's some low-level
So
semi-literate.
low-rise jeans are coming back.
Yeah.
We're showing our Victoria's Secret G-strings again.
Yeah. And then the problem is the muffin that goes with it, the top there,
Right.
because I'm like, let's be honest. Close in the 2000s, we did not have the food problems that we have now, and it's
True.
like,
True.
I'm like, jean sizes have changed so much. We're gonna look like a dip cone up here.
You know what?
True.
I am a muffin top fan.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Really?
Yeah.
I like to dress so I look like I don't have one.
Same
ever.
here. I'm like, let me pull these
Yeah.
jeans up here and
I don't think
suck it in.
I don't think I have that hip dip thing that causes it really, but I just dress
I'm talking about,
within what fits. So
reasonable-
nothing is
we're talking
contoured.
about a reasonable muffin top. I'm not talking about an avalanche. I'm talking about just a reasonable muffin top. I think
Not
that's
the whole muffin, just the top of it.
Got the souffle up there.
Yeah. And you're correct, Pamela. If you have not been paying attention to fashion runways, and you all know this is my field of expertise, high-end designers are hyping a look featuring just a little plumber's crack.
Interesting. Not really a fan of that, but
I'm not either. And then one thing I cannot stand is going down to the beach and
But-
these women that wear the G-string. I'm like, guys, I can understand if you're at a private pool at home. I do not want to see that when I'm trying to enjoy the view.
I will wear a very cheeky bathing suit, and
But it's not just the string.
it's not
the floss.
It's not a string.
It's not the floss.
But I'll wear a very cheeky bathing
I don't,
suit.
you
and
know,
my-
I do too, but it's not the floss.
No.
I have the people that walk
That's
out with
very
the
French.
floss.
That's very
I'm like,
French.
no. So this is not okay, people. I get mortified when I see these things.
Secondhand embarrassment for them.
But the I'm like, the cheeky bathing suits. Okay, fine. You're at the beach. Come on now.
Yeah.
Who didn't love a good tan line?
Yeah.
But geez, when you're toasting the whole bun, we're not okay with that. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Sorry. Had a moment there, Greg.
No, that was a great moment. Great moments in broadcasting.
But
Live.
I have been rewatching Friends, and they wear low-rise jeans the whole time, pretty much. And some of their outfits are so cute, and some of their jeans are so cute, but they are so low. And I'm like, I can't believe we really wore that. Like, I don't know.
I went to put on a pair of jeans the other day that I was like, oh, I wonder if I can still fit in these. And I'm like, oh, no, we need to retire those.
Yeah.
I wore these.
I have.
Oh, my Lord.
I have some American Eagle jeans saved,
Yes.
literally from when I was in high school, and they're the same size that I wear today, but they're not the same size
not
that
the
I wear
same
today.
size. Isn't that
At the same
crazy?
time, yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
I wanted to ask Pamela, because you've been recovering, obviously staying off your feet, had a chance to watch a little TV. Have you bumped into anything that you want to recommend?
I have been rewatching Friends, which I love. It's a comfort show all the time.
Mhm, yes.
But I also watched this like short series called 56 Days.
I saw that on Prime. Is it good?
It's one of those like young adult
Okay.
toxic relationship thriller things.
Okay.
It is good.
I'm gonna have to
and
check
I
it out.
liked the ending. I guessed what was going to happen in the second to last episode. I was like, oh, this is how it ties up. But still, it was good and satisfying. And
It come up on my For You page, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know. So when you have, okay, I'm going to have to check it out now.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
The movie Maven got me watching the JFK. See, as soon as I see the word, it's not that I love love stories, but I make my own. I don't need to watch anybody
Yeah.
else's.
None of the above.
I have several that would make good movies.
We could have
But-
Greg Reality TV.
yeah.
But the JFK Jr. love story, I think it's on Hulu.
Mm-hmm. I think it was on Hulu.
It's a combination of history and, for example, I had forgotten that Daryl Hannah and JFK Jr. were an item.
Mm-hmm.
And they picked this actress to play Daryl Hannah in this series, who is first barely bears. She's got gorilla cheekbones. Daryl Hannah had a thin face, and she had a pleasant face. She had a Mayberry face.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a bad cast, but Daryl Hannah fans are outraged at the way they're portraying her character as needy, desperate, whiny. You know,
Like easy to break up with, in other words.
you're almost cheering him
Yeah.
to kick her to the curb.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really well done. Another bad cast, though. They picked Naomi Watts to play Jackie.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's not even a close call on resemblance. And because Jackie had a short face, thin
Oh,
lips.
look, she's live now.
Oh, there she is, the beast. I never met Jeffrey Epstein.
No, but I'm sure you funded money to his piece.
Do we have a clip from her testimony? There you go. There's probably a lot of that today.
You want to know another great film?
Yes.
You need to watch The Report.
The Report.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about The Report.
It X's out. It's actually called The Torture Report, but the name of the movie is actually The Report, and it's about the investigations into the interviews and stuff of the terrorists in the 9/11 attacks and what was used and who was aware of what in Central Intelligence Agency, the Pentagon, and all of the tactics that were used, and how the investigator actually got threatened with a lot and ended up, for the good of putting the truth out, actually carried files out of the CIA's office and started putting this out to a reporter. It's really good.
I like that.
It's really good. It's called The Report.
What service is that on?
It's on Prime, is where I watched it the other night. Now it'll keep you on the edge of your seat, and this is crazy.
Well, I will. That's definitely.
You gotta
to
watch
me.
it. It's a good one.
And tomorrow, around 5:35, the movie Maven will join us with some suggestions. Now that the Olympics are over and distractions and so forth, there's some good stuff to be seen, and Ellen Murray will tell us about it tomorrow. Do we have time for this?
Yes, you're
From the crap pile. What's something that sounds impressive until you actually done it?
Something that sounds impressive until you've actually
Interesting
actually
answers
done
here.
it.
There's no right or wrong answer. Maybe I can jar your memories.
Yeah.
Becoming a manager. It sounds like a promotion, but you spend most of your time solving other people's problems.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't necessarily get a raise,
No. Yeah, no.
but you're the manager.
Mm-hmm.
Public speaking. We make it such a big deal, but then after it's done, we think, oh, that's it? But that is the number 2 fear.
I
in
used to
America.
hate public speaking.
See, I
Hated
did.
it.
You're both very good at it.
I didn't. I'm like, give me the microphone and let's go.
You're the natural.
Yes, it's like, give it to me.
They trained me how to do it in the military.
Solving a Rubik's Cube made the list.
I could see that because now, if you were a speed Rubik's Cube solver, I'd want to try to break the record. But then once I
Yeah.
did, I'd be like, well, that was it? Okay. Because you've done it now so many repetitive times to get that muscle memory down.
Yeah.
That has to be let down.
Juggling. I'm impressed with people that can juggle. But after
It's hard.
Yeah.
I'd learned how to do it in here with
Yeah.
Mr. Thespian. It was hard.
I could see, yeah. That'd be tough.
Tearing a phone book in half. There's a
never
trick to
done
that.
that.
There is a trick.
First of all, a lot of people. What's a phone book?
Well, and nowadays, which one are we talking about? The big, thick old
I know.
ones?
The old
or the
ones.
thin ones that were this?
Well, we had a guest on our show in Miami years ago who came in and tore up the Miami phone book right in front of us.
Wow.
And he said, when we were off the air, he says, there's a trick to it. So he gave me the phone book and he says, and I was in good shape, grab it firmly with the pages pointing towards you.
Yeah.
Maybe you have an old phone book, you can practice this. So get a good grip on it and then start trying to push your hands closer to each other while holding onto the edge of the book so the middle part of the pages bows up and there's separation.
Mm-hmm.
And you try to make that bubble as big as you can, and then you've got a lot of air there. So you give it a good twist, and if you do it just right,
it'll snap.
It'll snap. It's not because you can
Physically, like, are
tear
strong
through
enough to
800
rip
pages.
it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I learned how to do that.
Looky there.
But it's not like you're going to get hired to entertain at parties or anything with that particular skill.
No. That's great.
That's why we call it the crap pile. It's stuff like that we get to when we get to it.
Get to it.
What's next?
Well, what's next
Got a
is
minute?
Jesse's got to...
I've got to leave because I've got to go
Ooh.
check on Grandma, but she sends love and well wishes. I got a text from him earlier. They're listening, so she's listening into the show. But I appreciate the invite to join you guys again. Hope to do it again soon.
I do too. Are
Yeah,
you
that
in
was
agreement
fun.
on this?
Absolutely.
I say
2 out of
let's do
3 ain't
it.
bad.
Be like, woo!
All
Have
right.
some fun.
And give our best to Grandma.
I will. I will do it. You know, she loves the show. She loves y'all, and that's, it's all that matters.
We appreciate it. We really do. All right, it's 4:58. We've got traffic, Wall Street Business, SRN News. Brett McDonald coming up to talk about today's money news. But right now, Skipper, the floor is yours.
Well, we had 2 accidents reported on I-85 southbound. They are really disabled vehicles at this point. One right near South Union, the other one just past Forest Avenue. Woodley Road at the Boulevard, we had a vehicle strike a pedestrian there. Please watch out for emergency vehicles. Troy Highway at Taylor Road had an accident there earlier, and we've got very busy building traffic all over the area. Montgomery, Prattville, Millbrook, and Wetumpka. We will keep you updated. Haynes Ambulance is there for you both on the ground and in the air. From a simple patient transport to life or death situations, Haynes is ready at a moment's notice. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch Traffic.
You're listening to radio. Dialed in, entertaining, informative, and affordable for any budget.
With a Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bob Agnew. There's some good news for those hoping to get into the housing market. Mortgage rates have now dropped below 6%.
Mortgage buyer Freddie Mac says the average rate dropped this week to 5.98%. That's its lowest level since September 2022. The average rate has been hovering around 6% this year, reflecting a pullback in the long-term bond yields that lenders use as a guide to pricing home loans. The latest decline in rates comes as the spring home buying season gets rolling. I'm Alex Vega.
The worst day for NVIDIA stock since last spring dragged the U.S. market lower, even though most stocks were rising today. But such blowout performances have become typical for the AI chip company, and its stock fell toward its worst day since April. At the close on Wall Street, the Dow was up by 17 points, the S&P 500 down 37, and the NASDAQ lost 273. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bob Agnew.
What's your biggest investment? More than likely, it's your home. So treat it that way when you hire a painting contractor. With PBS Painting, there are no gimmicks, no $99 specials. Just quality painting and someone who treats your home with the same respect that you do. At PBS Painting, we have been painting for years and look forward to many more years to come. With PBS Painting, the job gets prepped properly, whether it's cleaning, scraping, or priming. We always use quality products, which is a must for a quality paint job. So if you're looking for a painter that doesn't need upfront money and is on the job at all times, then please give me a call. Scott Bowers and PBS Painting, 294-5122. That's PBS Painting, 294-5122. Look at some of our work on Facebook at PBS Painting Montgomery.
You're listening to radio. You know these clowns show up every day to entertain you for next to nothing? Because they love doing it.
For too long, Alabama's statewide news companies have shamed us for our conservative Christian values. Alabama deserves a news company that cherishes our culture, a company that isn't bought and paid for by the powers that be. 1819 News is that company. Run by Alabamians for Alabamians, 1819 News celebrates what is good and beautiful about our state, while exposing those who work against our values in secret. Just go to 1819news.com to learn more. Subscribe to our newsletter. That's 1819news.com.
When it comes to your mortgage, who you work with matters. And this is one decision where local makes all the difference. Don't fall victim to flashy mailers, spam calls, or 1-800-lenders who don't even know your name, much less your neighborhood. Those lenders are often sitting in some faraway state, reading from a script, and chasing volume, not relationships. A local lender understands the market you live in, or should I say that we live in. At Alabama Home Mortgage, you can look at us in the eye and trust us with one of the biggest financial decisions you'll ever make. Local lenders don't disappear after closing day. Our reputation is built right here, one family at a time. So before you pick up the phone and call a stranger, remember us, Kim Williams and Madeline Cannon at Alabama Home Mortgage. You deserve guidance from someone who knows the community because they're a part of it. Give us a call at Alabama Home Mortgage today at 334-567-4223 or visit us online at myalabamahomemortgage.com. That's Alabama Home Mortgage, because there is a difference in mortgage companies. NMLS 1586368, Equal Housing Lender.
From weddings and concerts to cookouts and construction sites, TT Porta Toilets has been serving Central Alabama for over 30 years. Whether you need standard portable toilets with wash stations or upscale restroom trailers for special events, the Tierce family has the right solution for every occasion. So when you're planning your next big event or project, make it easy on yourself. Call 285-5513 or visit ttportatoilet.com. TT Porta Toilets. Clean, convenient, dependable.
Don't you love the feeling of coming home to a clean house? Let Southern Bell's cleaning service get your home in order. Families in the River region trust Southern Bell's because they know Callan and Jesse will show up on time and believe in cleaning the old-fashioned way. They bring all their own supplies and specialize in full-service, residential, commercial, vacant properties, and construction cleanup. Estimates are always free. Call Southern Bells today at 546-0715 or follow them on Facebook at Southern Bells Cleaning River Region.
And now a star is born. On February 26, 1852, the world welcomed little baby John Kellogg. The inventor of cornflakes was welcomed into the world as only he could.
It's a boy, and he's great!
John Kellogg, a star is born.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
505.
With SRN News, I'm Keith Peters in Washington. Former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton has told U.S. House lawmakers that she had no knowledge of Jeffrey Epstein or Ghislaine Maxwell's crimes at the start of 2 days of depositions that will also include former President Bill Clinton. The deposition on Thursday was paused after Republican Representative Lauren Boebert sent a photo of Hillary Clinton in the room to a conservative influencer who posted it on social media. Iran and the United States held hours of indirect negotiations over Tehran's nuclear program, but walked away without a deal. That left the danger of another Mideast war on the table Thursday as the U.S. has gathered a massive fleet of aircraft and warships in the region. On Wall Street, the Dow up by 17 points. More details at srnnews.com.
From Lionsgate and Kingdom Story Company comes the highly anticipated I Can Only Imagine 2.
Hey, it's Bart Millard from Mercy Me. And almost 10 years ago, we made a movie called I Can Only Imagine. And it did okay. But while everything was supposed to be perfect on the outside, real life hit on the inside. This is that true story.
Imagine what God can do again. I Can Only Imagine 2. Now playing. Rated PG. Parental guidance suggested.
Fearless conversations and sharp analysis of the stories that matter. It's the Aaron Mullins Show, now available on the Salem Podcast Network.
In the wake of what's just occurred in Venezuela, when we look at what might be happening in Iran, when we look at some other countries who might have all of a sudden not feel as secure as they once did, I'm trying to find the downside here. I get the cheerleading because it's bloody awesome.
Subscribe today on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, or at SalemPodcastNetwork.com.
All right, hear it now, but see it on YouTube. Greg and Pamela, Happy Hour with Greg and Pamela on YouTube. It's Natasha Owens again. She's doing some great parodies. This one is about Bruce Springsteen, who's going on a tour.
Ugh,
with some
probably
other guy.
$1,000 a ticket.
Yeah, and you know that money will go right into his pocket because he's not going to help nobody. Trump was right. Overrated.
To believe you sang for me in those glory days of old. Where is your song for justice? Where is your song for the working man? I was born in the USA. Can you
still need help from the boss. We need help from the boss.
All right, it is 5:09 on News Talk 93.1 FM. The song you just heard by Natasha Owens, she, like many conservative entertainers, is mighty hot. I've had a mighty hot afternoon with Pamela and Jesse Lynn. You said we get the movie Maven in, it would be the ultimate trifecta for me. Because I could just sit here and...
You're Charlie and we're the angels.
I think you just hit it.
Yeah.
I like that idea. Because Charlie was a little older like me. And
Did you get it?
And the three angels, yeah.
It's fresh. He's looking for his ice cream.
Oh. Yeah, we tried a new flavor from Bluebell today.
We did.
Honey vanilla.
Yeah, it was good.
All their ice cream is really, really good. But they've come up with some that were just, and I say this in the most flattering way, so incredibly, wonderfully vulgar. You just know that this is indulgence. This is...
I want to put the honey vanilla in a root beer float because just that little bit of honey taste would be so good.
We used to call those black cows.
Yes.
I never hear that term anymore because I think it was deemed racist by some group that's always looking for racist things.
Come on.
Oh, yeah. I would like to know what's going to happen to Jack Smith now that it's been determined that a Biden judge opened the phone records of Kash Patel and Willis from Trump's White House team. What was going on there? And by the way, another judge put a stop to Trump's deportations. A Biden-appointed judge. It never ends. Then it's got to go through the whole system again and up to the Supreme Court. It's really getting old. We live in a judiciocracy. And I hope we're appointing as many rock-solid conservative justices in the meantime so we can stop them. God forbid if they ever get back into power. That's my biggest fear. All right.
What else you got going on over there?
From the crap pile?
Yep. Anything salacious?
Things you shouldn't do. Yes. A woman went to visit. I don't know if this was a conjugal visit. 43-year-old woman in Texas went to visit an inmate at a prison in East Texas. She was arrested. See, they monitor those visits, those calls.
Yeah, of course.
You're not out in the open. So when she pulled out a crack pipe and started smoking meth, well, they came to her house with a warrant and arrested her for possession of a controlled substance with intent to deliver.
How stupid.
Yeah. They don't seem to know who she was chatting with, but her bond, here she thinks she's doing a good thing by keeping company with a prisoner. All she did was smoke some meth.
Oh.
And now she's in jail with a $650,000 bond.
Wow.
That's about 200 times more than you get bonded for a murder, at least here in this neck of the woods. Joey from Prattville, good afternoon.
How you doing today, my brother?
Oh, it's been a good afternoon.
Well, that's good. That's good. Hey, you can't use Charlie or Charlie's Angels or Charlie and the Angels. There's all kind of copyright things.
Yeah.
You need to go with you need to go with Greg the Leg. Greg and the Leg. It's got a ring to it.
Maybe we could do a photo shoot with everybody posing in a certain way to, do that. We could parody it.
Yeah.
And be able to use it.
Instead of guns, all of you hold microphones.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's an idea worth considering. Thanks for the call. We got to get ready for
We
Brand.
do need to do a Blue Water calendar.
I agree with that completely. I mean, Chase would get a page.
Yeah.
Jay, then the morning show as a group.
Yeah.
Us, you get your own page.
Yep.
We have enough. We have enough to go around. But yeah, Sky Mosley too.
Yeah.
We can cover a year easily. Rich's forecast in a minute.
Guys hate going to the doctor. But when it comes to erectile dysfunction and low testosterone issues, men from all over Montgomery have been thrilled seeing the providers at Montgomery Men's Health. Men all the way up to 95 years old have jump-started their sex drive and energy levels. Lots of men suffer with ED for years, but now they're able to enjoy sex again. Tom from Montgomery said, Montgomery Men's Health has changed my life. I have been able to be intimate with my wife for the first time in 5 years. She thought this problem was because of her, but the pills never worked for me. I had given up until I went to the clinic and realized there were more options for erectile dysfunction. Now I'm happy and my wife is happy. A visit for only $99, and that includes all testing, including a PSA and testosterone test. Give the guys at the clinic a call at 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. Or go to MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com.
Rich Thomas weather brought to you by M&M Outdoors. Book your stay today at MNMCampground.com for relaxation at its best. It's easy to find and hard to leave. M&M Outdoors, your home away from home.
Rich Thomas weather.
Well, hi, everybody. We'll be tracking showers and thunderstorms well into the evening and nighttime hours tonight as a frontal system approaches the state. The low temperature tonight, very mild, overnight low 57. There could be a leftover shower or two during the morning hours Friday, but tomorrow's high up to about 70 with clearing in the afternoon. Then we have a great weekend forecast with mostly sunny skies Saturday and Sunday. Saturday's high 74, up to about 77 on Sunday. We deserve this. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
CB&S Bank, serving families and communities since 1906. Proud to be named 16th best performing bank nationally in their asset category by American Banker. Learn more at cbsbank.com. CB&S Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers.
All right, let's talk about your money with Mr. Right on the Money, and that's Brant McDonald from Invista Advisors. Good afternoon.
Hey, Greg. Good afternoon, buddy. How are y'all doing today?
Good. We've had a blast this afternoon. A lot of fun. But
awesome.
Seemed like kind of a tepid day in the market. Any big news? Anything coming out tomorrow that we need to know about?
Well, you know, we do get a little piece of data tomorrow. I think probably the bigger issue right now has been centered around the Iran talks. The crude oil's been bouncing around a little bit.
Yeah.
Everyone's been watching that super close for obvious reasons. And as we always do, we keep a really close eye on 10-year bond yields. I mean, that's like every day. And yields have been coming down a little bit. We're testing that 4% range. You know, I would say that if we go beneath the 4% level, that's going to be super supportive of stocks, super supportive mainly because it takes a little more pressure off of some pretty nasty credit markets out there right now. And then also takes a little bit of pressure off mortgage rates, which can help housing. So that's going to be one of the key things we watch. Tomorrow morning, we do get the producer price index, which will be important. It's not quite as critical as, say, PCE or the CPI. But input cost at the manufacturing level or at the wholesale level is a big deal. Trust me, it is. And so we'll be seeing how you know, those prices are being impacted as we continue along. Now, remember, and I keep saying this, but, you know, the tariffs and all of that started back in April, really didn't firmly take hold, you know, I wouldn't say until around that May, June timeframe. So I think, too, we're going into this period of time where you've got PPI in the morning, you know, then we get into March, so next Friday we get jobs numbers. At that moment in time, we're going to be within sort of striking distance of the new Fed chairman, Warsh, who's going to be coming in. And I'm sure we'll start to get some commentary and interviews maybe from him that could start to be market moving. And then we get the year-over-year comparisons on inflation, which are going to get much easier. And so I think by the time we get into the summer, you really could begin to see a scenario where we have lower rates, both at the 10-year bond yield level as well as the federal funds rate, and some much better inflation readings because of the tariff part of it. Okay, that's the key issue because again, tariffs don't cause inflation; it's a one-time price adjustment. So when you get to that 1 year mark of and start doing comparisons, the tariffs, they haven't raised the tariffs much higher than where they've been all year long. So you see what I'm saying? It's just it's a flat comparison as far as the tariff part of it. But really, that's where we are. And I would say tomorrow is probably, there's not a whole lot other than PPI, which, again, I don't suspect that we're going to get any kind of massive outsized number either way. So I'm expecting a little bit of a more calm day tomorrow, notwithstanding what happens with the Iranian thing over the weekend. And then, as I say, if we do go the military route, it's probably limited strikes, and I think that probably helps the market short term.
All right. By the way, where are mortgage interest rates right now? I saw something, a little snippet today, that they're headed down below 6% for the first time in years.
Yeah, it depends. That's right. It depends on, what the quotes are. You look at some of these things with points, without points, and arms, and so on and so forth. But yes, Greg, you're right. They have drifted down to that 6% mark, and that's why I say we really, really need to keep watching that 10-year bond yield, because if we go through that 4% level, number one, it's kind of a psychological level, particularly given the fact that we've hovered above that range for quite some time now. But you go below it, I think that's going to pull those mortgage rates down to a 5 handle, what we call 5 point something, and that really will help, because right now we do have a logjam in the housing market. There's a tremendous amount of supply of homes on the market, and as I was saying yesterday, the cost of shelter, the OER, owner's equivalent rent, which is a third of the inflation readings, that's kind of in the sticking point where it's been, somewhat problematic. I think you're going to see Trump really focused on that as we go through the year.
All right, my friend, we appreciate it. If there's big news in the morning, we will be here.
You got it, buddy. Y'all have a great evening.
You too. 522.
The opinions voiced in this material are for general information only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual. All performance referenced is historical and is no guarantee of future results. All indices are unmanaged and may not be invested into directly. The opinions expressed in this material do not necessarily reflect the views of LPL Financial. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advice is offered through Invista Advisors, registered investment advisor and separate entity from LPL Financial.
Have you heard about this Vince
McMahon?
Yeah, we call him Mac Mahone as a joke. Goes back many years.
Yeah.
Something going on. People are not happy about what's happening. What's that all about?
Let me look it up and see. I just saw a picture from court where he was. Did he put in a plea or get sentenced?
It looks like he got arrested for something. But I want to know what people are unhappy about. We've got that. We're also going to visit a place called Bohemian Grove.
Oh, yeah. He crashed his car. Oh, gosh.
So what's everybody upset about? Was he mistreated by law enforcement or something? Well, we'll get to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Because we're News Talk, damn it. And we deal in a world of facts. Other things that we could get to. A pickle jar attack.
What?
In Florida. And turkeys are terrorists. At least lately they've been.
Turkeys are scary.
Well, we've had 2 stories this week of people who were terrorized by wild turkeys.
They are scary.
Traveling in big gangs. So we've got that coming up as well right now. Let's see if there's any fear in traffic with Skipper.
Well, we are very busy everywhere right now, especially East-South Boulevard on Narrow Lane, Woodley, over to Troy Highway. I-85 northbound got the crawl going on, Bell to Taylor to Chantilly. 65 northbound out of Montgomery, very busy there. Prattville, Milbert, Wetumpka, busy but not reporting any issues. Please be safe out there this afternoon. We'll update you if any new accidents happen. High school students, Trenton State Community College dual enrollment program lets you earn college credit while you're still in high school. Take the first step towards your college journey. Go to trentumstate.edu for more information. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
Hello, everyone. Robbie Pelt with Capital City Roofing. If you think about it, your home is your biggest investment in life. Your roof covers your home, so why jeopardize your biggest investment on a roofer you don't know anything about when you can deal with a reputable roofing company like Capital City Roofing? We have an A+ Better business rating and the best manufacturers and workmanship warranties available. We do all residential and commercial roofing applications that are certified through the manufacturer to ensure you get the best material and workmanship money can buy. We also have your project in our best interest before and after construction has been done. Don't hesitate to call us if you have any roofing issues or questions. We will match any of our competitors' price and give you the same great workmanship warranty. We also give free estimates. Give us a call today and let us show you the difference. 277-3311. That's 277-3311. Or you can check us out on the web at www.capitalcityroofing.com. Capital City Roofing. We capitalize the roofing industry.
When winter hits your furnace hard, don't settle for a quick fix. Call the Lucwire team that gets it done right and gets it done fast. Winter is tough enough without a broken heater. When your furnace struggles, call Lucwire to get your home warm again. Winter hits hard. We hit back. For furnace repairs done right and fast, you need Lucwire. Whatever you require, call Lucwire. AL license number 22154.
Budget Floors and More has the best prices. Carpet as low as 69 cents per square foot. LVP starting at $1.29 a square foot. Sheet vinyl as low as 65 cents per square foot. And the lowest prices on flooring installation supplies. Budget Floors and More across from Del Rey Publix.
This is Jennifer Pestruccelli, General Sales Manager and co-owner of Blue Water Broadcasting. We're home to 7 radio stations at a rapidly expanding digital marketing platform, and we're looking for our next great sales professional. At Blue Water, you'll build customized campaigns that include radio and targeted digital marketing solutions. You'll prospect new clients, manage your own accounts, and work in a fast-paced, creative environment. Media or digital sales experience is a plus. Send your resume to jobs@bluewaterbroadcasting.com. Blue Water Broadcasting, local folks helping local business.
Hi, this is Carl Schmidt, naturopath and owner of the Herb Shop. Listen every Saturday to Winning Wellness and learn from experts in different fields of science and technology how nutritional supplements can help you.
Listen to Winning Wellness every Saturday at 10 a.m.
Live local talk. The River Region's only 24-hour News Talk FM station. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
They came from somewhere way down in Mexico. The quintessential food they eat, frying all the corn around into crispy chip tortillas. All laid in a pile to cool for a while for that nostalgic taste. And don't forget the beans they've been cooking all day. They used the real spice. Never gave it up. Beans had their place from the start, but the meat found their way to their heart. These are 2 moments in the history of people making super dope nachos. They make a dope joke. What a fool we This would be the wise man chooses nachos with cool sour cream, chips and beans, double meat. I love pico de gallo with fresh shredded cheese.
News Talk 93.1 FM, WACV, exploring the news that, well, we find interesting.
Yeah.
We hope you will too. Let's talk about Bohemian Grove.
Okay.
Now,
It's like an elite playground, basically, a campground for famous, powerful people.
in the wine country of California, and it's super, super secretive. However,
Yes.
some names have been leaked that have been at Bohemian Grove.
Yeah.
I mean, this goes back a long way, right? This place has
Oh yeah,
a long history.
this is an old tradition.
But some of the names that have leaked out: former late night host Conan O'Brien, billionaire Michael Bloomberg, to ex-Google CEO Eric Schmidt.
It's also saying Clarence Thomas.
Really?
Jimmy Buffett used to go.
What goes on there?
Well, they say it's just a retreat for these powerful people to go relax, and they're not, talking about business. It's a boys' club. They're just doing what boys do. But Alex Jones famously snuck in there and took a video from inside his shirt sleeve or something to try to reveal what goes on, because they have this crazy huge stone owl statue that they do this ceremony at called the cremation of care, and it's supposed to be them just like releasing their worldly struggles and burning off whatever happened in the last year and getting it off their back and letting the universe take it or whatever.
And they do this with the owl.
Yes. And a lot of people say that it is a Moloch tradition, worship of Moloch, but Moloch wasn't an owl. But I think I mean, they say they're sacrificing kids and stuff like that in these elite rings.
Yeah,
and,
I mean, there was some of
and
that.
an
That's coming up
owl-
with the Epstein stuff, too.
An owl is, the harbinger of death symbol. So it's a little weird that they would have this big bonfire and call it a cremation, and it's in front of this owl statue.
There's the owl.
Yeah.
Let's share this on our YouTube feed.
And I think they called it like a campfire in this article. They said they're having a campfire in front of this owl. But it's definitely some weird ceremony.
Where's Jimmy Buffett?
With all these powerful guys, and it's men only. Only men are allowed here. But see, look they're dressed up. They're doing something weird.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And that is a mighty weird looking. I mean, that's a monster owl.
Yeah, you can find Alex Jones' video still online. And it doesn't show any people, but it shows that owl structure and the fire, I'm pretty sure. And he's kind of talking like hush hush with somebody during it.
Picture we have on display right now was made sometime between 1896 and 1911.
Yeah.
So
well,
it has a long history.
These powerful families, that they say are in control of everything globally, basically. This goes back generations. It's not a new thing, and they're doing very ancient, very ancient things.
It's got to be more than a retreat.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Maybe sometimes it is. Maybe they bring Conan out to entertain. I don't know.
I think they're selling their souls for power and money and prestige. And
names on this leak list include Paul Pelosi, or as we know him, Hammerhead, Nancy's husband, Edwin Meese, former U.S. Attorney General during the Reagan administration. He was one of those people who got...
I can imagine there are a lot of people from Washington that go there.
It was treated brutally by the media, just like... I mean, it was really... Maybe it's at a higher level.
I'm pretty sure I put Bohemian Grove on my list of conspiracies I was compiling yesterday.
I think you did. That's I noticed a story today.
Yeah.
You got a judge here, James Baker, former U.S. Secretary of State and Secretary of the Treasury. From the business world, Charles Koch. God, I'm so old I can remember when liberals, he made them nuts. Then he became one of them. What other names do we recognize? From tech, Eric Schmidt, former CEO of Google. David Gifford Arskoff, veteran Silicon Valley venture capitalist.
See, but these
Not too many
these
details
are
on what
not
they're
names that most people know. I think the most powerful people, their names are not going to be put out there. Probably because
Jimmy
they could
Buffett
have
was
people
there.
killed.
Jimmy Buffett was like the ultimate singing liberal. Apparently, Hillary revealed why Ghislaine Maxwell attended daughter Chelsea's wedding
Oh, because they were buddies.
as she rips deposition questions.
What did she say?
We'll have to come back to this one because we've got traffic update and Rich's forecast and some local news with Sky. So as soon as we
Okay.
tear through this next break, we will get that to you at 5:35. Looks like it's getting ready to rain again, too.
Well, traffic is busy all over Montgomery. We just got a new accident reported 85 southbound at South Union Street. Watch out for emergency vehicles there in Prattville. Fairview Avenue at Diane Drive. If you're headed inbound to downtown, that's going to be just past the Sweetwater Apartments. As you head down the hill there, watch out for emergency vehicles there. Very busy everywhere. Keep it here. We'll keep you updated. Come by Thompson Tractor in Montgomery and check out their incredible selection of used equipment at their used equipment sales center. Close to home and a great choice for quality pre-owned machines. Buckle up. Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
And according to the Live in Fear Doppler radar, I haven't said anything yet. It's not really that scary. There will be a shower or two in the next several minutes moving through the area. Just thought you'd like to know.
News is brought to you by Bath Innovations. Call Bath Innovations today to schedule your free in-home consultation.
From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, here's today's top stories. A child was struck by a vehicle Wednesday afternoon in Montgomery. MPD responded to the 3300 block of South Court Street just after 3 p.m. on reports of a single vehicle collision involving a pedestrian. The unidentified boy was taken to a nearby hospital for treatment of injuries. His condition is listed as guarded. Jackson Hospital has filed a lawsuit seeking a judgment of $1.4 million against Blue Cross Blue Shield of Alabama. The hospital claims Blue Cross withheld the funds following Jackson Hospital's Chapter 11 bankruptcy filing last year. Jackson Hospital claims Blue Cross took the funds without court authorization despite Chapter 11 protection. A bill to rename the Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America has passed Alabama's House of Representatives. House Bill 2 would require state and local governments to use Gulf of America in new maps, documents, and educational materials. HB 2 now moves on to the state Senate. If the bill becomes law, it would take effect October 1st. From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, I'm Sky Mosley.
Bath Innovations of Alabama can replace your old bathtub with a low-step shower featuring built-in seating, secure grab bars, and slip-resistant flooring, often installed in as little as 1 day. Call Bath Innovations of Alabama today to schedule your free in-home consultation.
Hey, this is Ashley, owner of Pest Pro Services, and I want to help you take back your yard this spring. We protect your outdoor space from mosquitoes, fleas, and ticks so you can enjoy being outside. We treat where mosquitoes live and breed with pro-level care, which means fewer bites, more time outside, and a backyard ready for fun. Give us a call at 265-9990 or visit us at ppsriverregion.com. That's 265-9990 and follow us on Facebook at Pest Pro Services. And remember, when you want to know, call a pro. Pest Pro.
Are you tired of the mainstream media's biased reporting? Do you want to stay informed on the news that really matters to you? Look no further than 1819 News. At 1819 News, we bring you the latest in Alabama news, politics, sports, culture, and more. We've assembled a team of journalists with Alabama values dedicated to the truth and the truth alone. Visit us at 1819news.com today. That's 1819news.com. Subscribe to our newsletter. Honest News, Alabama Values.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network, brought to you by Montgomery Paint and Body. From little fender benders to total body repair, MPB will fix it good as new, maybe better. For 4 decades, the Turner family has been getting you back on the road. Call 279-7325.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. We'll be tracking showers and thunderstorms well into the evening and nighttime hours tonight as a frontal system approaches the state. The low temperature tonight, very mild, over that low 57. There could be a leftover shower or two during the morning hours Friday, but tomorrow's high up to about 70 with clearing in the afternoon. Then we have a great weekend forecast with mostly sunny skies Saturday and Sunday. Saturday's high 74, up to about 77 on Sunday. We deserve this. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
At ASC, we're more than a credit union. We're your neighbors. We live here, grow here, and deeply care about this community. That's why we created ASC Cares, to give back, stay connected, and support the people who make this place home. Because when our community thrives, we all do. ASC Cares, federally insured by NCUA.
On FM, on your smartphone, and online, the River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
40 days I'm gonna stay away from chocolate. 40 days that I will not smoke a cigarette. 40 days that I'm not gonna place a sports bet.
Did you hear what we did on the morning show? We may have arranged the eternal damnation of Rich Thomas.
Uh-oh. Why?
Well, the other day we were,
Ow.
Ash Wednesday, we were, what are you going to give up?
Mhm.
You know, we were all curious to know. And Rich wanted to do something substantial, something he enjoys.
Oh.
I guess that's the spirit of it.
Okay.
So he finally settled on giving up the pig. No bacon, no barbecue, no
Ooh.
any bacon products.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not Catholic. I'm close. I made these wonderful BLTs the other day on
Yeah.
long sourdough bread with red ripe tomatoes and crispy lettuce.
Did he just have a...
And I sent him a note. I said, I'm bringing you a BLT in the morning, so be ready.
Mm.
And he loved it. And then one of our listeners pointed out this morning, hey, didn't you give up the pig for Lent? Did you violate the sanctity of your commitment?
Whoops.
So I don't know if he's going to face a punishment for that or not. That's out of my hands.
I like to pick up a bad habit for Lent instead of taking something away. I try something new.
Trying a new good habit or giving up a bad one?
No, trying a new bad habit.
Oh, trying a new bad habit.
Yeah.
Okay. Then give it up for Lent next year. Won't be that hard. We were talking about Bohemian Grove and the Deep State,
Yeah.
and yesterday with Terry Adams, and he'll be back tomorrow. It's Conspiracy Friday.
I know. Eddie was like, what are we going to talk about from your list? I need to spin myself up on stuff. I was like, I expect you to stay up all night reading about everything.
That's right, Eddie.
Go down every rabbit hole.
It's come out in this whole Jack Smith thing, some of the Democratic spying. DHS Secretary Kristi Noem has learned that Elon Musk helped her discover spyware that was installed on her and other officials' devices by DHS employees.
Not shocked.
Well, first of all, I hope they can find out the employees that did that. I'd like to know where this spyware was sending the information.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt there's a Democrat in the middle of this.
Hillary's servers.
They need to be fired. And here is Kristi Noem talking about this very disturbing
Are you
discovery.
sharing it?
Of course I am.
I knew it.
All I got to do is click this, and we are good to go, I do believe. Kristi Noem, everybody, from DHS.
His team were extremely helpful to me. They helped me identify that some of my own employees in my department had downloaded software on my phone and my laptop to spy on me.
Stop it.
To record our meetings.
Wow.
They had done that to several of the politicals.
Wow.
And so we ended up bringing in people and that was something that if you didn't have those technology experts here in the department looking at all of our laptops and our phones and recognizing that kind of software, it would still be happening today.
What happened to the individual that was, had your phone that was being spied on? What happened to those individuals?
Fired.
Fired.
Brought in, polygraphed, fired. Yes, many of them out of that arm of the department that are in charge of security on laptops, phones. Also,
You think that's enough?
We had to.
You think
We have to
that's
sweep
enough?
my office on a regular basis to make sure that there's
Oh.
not listening devices in it. It's very it was very prevalent, and I think that what happened at this department was individuals had gotten away with for years spying on people who were politically appointed and trying to stop an administration that was coming in and trying to fix this country and keep us safe.
Yeah.
Okay, I still want to know who had access to that information. But I love the part of the story. Brought in, fired, done.
Yep.
Which is exactly what needs to happen. Thank you, Mark Cumby, for that story. He's sending some great stuff this afternoon. May have missed one. It's to see. Authorities say the truck seen speeding the wrong way down a Missouri highway is registered to, oh, this is comforting, Abdawali Ahmed, a Minnesota resident. Let's see if there's more to the story on X from Fox and see what the significance of this is.
Once they saw cars flying right at them, the witness says the semi sped up and was hitting 50 miles per hour, going the wrong way for nearly 3 miles. Miraculously, they didn't hit anyone, and Missouri Highway Patrol eventually pulled over that driver who had a legal commercial driver's license from Minnesota. But Highway Patrol says during that stop, our commercial vehicle enforcement troopers conducted a driver inspection and determined the driver could not properly identify road signs. As mandated by federal motor carrier regulations, per federal motor carrier guidelines, he was placed out of service and not allowed to continue driving.
This is another thing. There's thousands of these people out there driving these big rigs that can't read the road signs.
How do they pass the test to get that license?
Good question.
This is just another scheme.
I think you're going to find this predominantly. I know California, they revoked over 6,000 commercial truck licenses there.
That's a lot.
But this is Minnesota. And what's been going on in Minnesota lately?
Yeah.
The Somali waltz.
Mm-hmm.
So wink, wink, nod, nod. You got enough money to stick in my pocket, we'll get you back on the road, don't worry. How ridiculous. A lot of people have found their electric bills to be a bit of a sticker shock this month. One way you can help limit them from getting out of control is to get yourself a Clark's Club membership. For $180 annually, you'll get 2 tune-ups to your system in your home. They always leave it clean and running efficiently using minimum power. There have been some eye poppers, though, especially people using heat on an ongoing, in fact, in many cases for several days straight, which is a little bit unusual. You know, we use our heating systems during the winter, but we've had several prolonged cold snaps. So limit that damage. That Clark's Club membership also, when it's that cold and something stops working, don't you want access to somebody who can fix it like immediately? That's the other part of the membership benefit. If it does break, no matter what day or time, you call 277-2125 and Clark will dispatch one of their HVAC techs to your home. Same thing with their plumbers. They're brilliant and experienced, and they know what they're doing. Plumbing never picks a good time to go haywire, but when it does, it's nice to know you can call that same number, 277-2125. You'll get an answer, and somebody will connect you to a plumber who will be dispatched to address your need. Also, you have the 2 in-home tune-ups every year. In addition to that, doing that just a la carte, like one visit would cost you more than $180. Good deal for Clark's customers. You can also buy a new heating and air conditioning system through them. They have 0% opportunities on some of the best brands in the business. That's a spoonerism you don't want to do. I apologize. Visit ClarkComfort.com or call 334-277-2125. Their Alabama certification number 09098.
Hi, this is Bo Goodson with the Real Estate Minute. Many of the real estate laws have changed recently, and you need to know how this might affect you as a seller or a buyer. As an agent of the seller, the agent owes undivided loyalty and full confidentiality to the seller. The listing agent can recommend repair services and vendors, pricing guidelines, tips to help get your house in selling shape, and negotiate offers and counteroffers for your benefit. A facilitator, which is the new term, cannot suggest a price or counter or recommend anything. They offer very limited services. A buyer agent solely represents a buyer's interest and can recommend mortgage lenders, down payment alternatives, and can suggest an offer price and write an offer. Whether you are selling or buying, you need someone in your corner that's trained to represent their clients. After training over 15,000 agents throughout the state and help create and close thousands of home sales over 4 decades. Get the straight information from Bo Goodson at the Goodson Group, 221-2883.
When news happens, you'll hear about it first. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
More beer, you slappy wag. There must be a bar. I can finally get a drink. I need to drink beer.
You need bar beers.
And as you know, I like my beer. Beer don't by itself.
I'm having a beer.
Yeah! Come on down and party with me. Say, hey, bartender. Hey, man, look at here.
Free beer. I'm a booze hound.
I don't want your two-tone free for a glass of beer.
Okay, meet me at the bar in 15 minutes and suit up.
Would you like some more champagne?
I'd love some.
Who's ready for margaritas?
Fireball.
All right, last call, fellas. It's closing time.
Ah, crap, I'm not even half buzzed.
You give me 1, 2, 3, 4 glass of beer.
We came here to drink some beer.
All right, thanks again to Jesse Lynn for joining us today. Jesse, I saw your nice post, and I created one of my own that I posted on my Facebook page, and we'll look forward to your next visit with us here. One thing that's driven me nuts is this presumption that because historically it tends to be true that the party in power will get the boot in the midterms in between presidential elections. And we just can't allow that to happen.
No.
Just saw a story. The president may declare a national emergency, which would allow him to require voter ID and put an end to paper ballots.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they steal the elections. COVID was nothing more than a big scare to steal the 2020 election, which they did. I saw a recent survey of events over the last 5 or 10 years. Which do you find the hardest to believe? And number one by a wide margin was Joe Biden getting 81 million votes in 2020. That just didn't happen. Based on what?
Right.
And the question relative to this upcoming midterm, what are you voting for or against? What have the Democrats told you that you absolutely have to vote for them in the midterms? What do they got planned? Nothing. All they do is find ways to trip up Trump by finding corrupt or biased judges. Almost every one of these rulings against the president, and most of them, thankfully, have been temporary, have come from Biden judges or Obama judges, and a couple from Clinton judges. They look for a judge they know will give them the ruling they want, and they go to that court. How come we don't do that? How come we didn't do that when Obama was president, screwing the country royally, especially with that wonderful health care program? The stories you hear with costs and expenses and what Obamacare has done are just galling. Just galling. But John McCain, because he had to get the last word in, he could have voted to end that nightmare and didn't, because he didn't like Donald Trump. And that's one of the saddest stories of the last 25 years. Sorry, not a hero. Not to me. Then we have this Florida woman who has been charged with a felony for attacking her boyfriend with a pickle jar.
Those are pretty sturdy.
They are, and I'm around a lot of pickle jars. I don't know if you know this, but I'm around them a lot, so I have to watch it, I guess.
Me too. I like pickles.
Kaylin Blaine, that sounds like such a made-up name, faces aggravated assault charges after allegedly hitting her, almost said live-in boyfriend with a glass pickle jar during a Monday morning argument in their Clearwater apartment. Police found.
What did he do?
Well, police found pickles and pickle juice scattered across the apartment. They observed a knot on the 34-year-old victim's head. The couple, who have dated 6 years and share a 2-year-old daughter, reportedly argued about apartment cleanliness. When Blaine became agitated after being accused of making the mess, She grabbed the jar she had been eating from.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just picturing this. There's a
Yep.
open jar of pickles. Because everybody does pickles at 10 in the morning, and struck the victim. He declined to speak with officers, or rather, she declined to speak with officers and was booked on felony pickle assault charges. She was released on her own recognizance with a no-contact order, meaning stay away. Police did not seize the pickle jar weapon or its contents, and Blaine will be allowed one supervised visit to retrieve personal belongings. I had to play that same card in Florida many years ago. My second wife, she's the only one that I ever will have a negative word to say. It was a marriage, definitely a consequence of drinking and drugging.
Mm.
And the sad part is my family, my friends, my radio comrades, they all knew this was going to be a disaster, and it didn't take long.
Really?
And finally, I had a buddy. He found out his wife had been cheating with somebody in the police department she was the dispatcher for. So he threw her out. He says, come over here. Get out of that place before you get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So the day came when I said, I've had enough. I'm leaving. Now, we had two cars. We had my Corvette and her crappy old Camaro. As a courtesy, I took the crappy old Camaro. That's how bad I wanted out.
Yeah.
Drive the Vet. It's okay. I'll take this thing. I got to my friend Dennis's house, and I literally got out of the car in his driveway and kissed the asphalt.
Mhm.
I was so glad to be out. So the next day, I was doing a morning show. I had no other responsibilities. That's the way it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting there watching the Weather Channel or something in the living room, and I hear a noise outside. Guess who it is? It's her and her mother. And they stole the Camaro and the Corvette and left me with nothing.
Oh my gosh.
So I was dating an actress at the time. Still a
Mhm.
friend. I told her what she had called not long after. I told her what happened. She says, I'm coming over. We'll keep busy until about midnight, and then we'll go get your car. Because I did have a Corvette key. So the two of us in the stealth of the night went over, and I stole back the Vet, drove straight to the police department and said, this is my car. Here's my license, my title. So if this car is reported stolen, you know it's BS. I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
I said, okay. And that was the end of that. But imagine that, looking out and seeing your own car being stolen by your crazy ex.
Well, traffic is busy all over Montgomery. We just got a new accident reported 85 southbound at South Union Street. Watch out for emergency vehicles there in Prattville. Fairview Avenue at Diane Drive. If you're headed inbound to downtown, that's going to be just past the Sweetwater Apartments. As you head down the hill there, watch out for emergency vehicles there. Very busy everywhere. Keep it here. We'll keep you updated. Come by Thompson Tractor in Montgomery and check out their incredible selection of used equipment at their used equipment sales center. Close to home and a great choice for quality pre-owned machines. Buckle up. Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch Traffic.
That is the single dumbest story I've ever heard. Which one, the traffic report or the one I told?
Hey, y'all, Lewis over here at the Capital Oyster Bar on that beautiful Alabama River. If you had never been here, let me tell you, it's easy to get to. Jump on I-65, take the North Boulevard exit, take the first exit you come to, that's Louisville Street, hit the bottom of the ramp, turn right 3 times, that's right. Follow that to the end of the road. We're down here cooking up fresh seafood, got a fryer, a steamer, and a grill. We can cook it like you like it. You're going to pass the RV park on your way down here. We got room for you if you want to come stay a little while. We also rent out pontoon boats. On these pretty days, you can come down here and have a great time on the river, bring a crew with you. Let's talk about good times on the river. This Sunday, we're taking you to Hitsville, USA. If you don't know where that is, you don't know Motown. That's right, taking you to Detroit this week. Sunny Blue and the Moons will be here at 4 o'clock showtime Sunday afternoon. Check it all out, CapitalOysterBar.com or Facebook page. You'll see what's coming up. We've got some great entertainment lined up here the next few weeks. So come on down here soon. Come hungry. We're going to feed you good and take care of you. See you soon, and thank you.
Blue Water Broadcasting hopes you'll open your heart and lend a hand during Warm Hearts for Seniors. We're collecting much-needed supplies for the Central Alabama Aging